Okay. It's time for some Final Fantasy 14. It's also time for me to yell at my camera mouse. Position 1, Tiny. Petition 1. Okay, there we go. Someday this will just, you know, it's fine. I'm excited to play this video game today. Oh, I forgot we're doing like this is so interesting. This is like a different flavor of emotion that we got from Endwalker. So I beat Endwalker and we're in the Endwalker patch content area right now. Time to kill. Yeah, we're doing... Oh, I gotta go fight that big lady. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I am in like the 13th or something. I don't know. This is the 13th, I think. I'm so sorry. You're personally offended how difficult it is or impossible to get onto your free company state's roof. I have nothing to do with that. I have no idea how to get there myself. I'm sorry that it is difficult. You can take up umbrage with Snake, I think. As a big lady player, you love fighting bigger ladies. It's just like, I didn't know they could get so big. You know? You're gonna log in for the big lady? We'd love to have you here for it, Mash. Yeah. Brabashia. I'm so excited because these characters that we are fighting, we fought Scarmiglione. And we're fighting Brabashia. Who I know from a Nico Nico Doga song that I watched 18 years ago. Okay? I've never played Final Fantasy IV. When I tell you I have played at max 4 Final Fantasies before this one. And one was 7, and one was 7 Remake, and the other one was 10, and then 10 2. So that's basically just 2 Final Fantasies. So excited. You watched that song? Wasn't it great? Oh, I'm in Adrian's free company. Get mad at Adrian then. Get mad at Adrian for that. You're available for Big Lady, but not desperate to do it. So you'll be the substitute on the bench. Okay. It's a good song. It was a good tune. I really liked it. I literally will not be able to say Scarmiglione without singing the song, which I did the entire time we fought Scarmiglione, and Scarmiglione was mentioned the last time. So Brabashia is gonna have the same issue here. It was intense but enjoyable, right? So I don't know how true it is to life, but I think at least in the Nico Nico Doga song that was done for this thing, Brabashia is a big fan of women. Might be gay. Really, really into women. And then maybe the guy who's red, whose name I forget right now, might be only fighting men or something. Everybody in the 13th is Italian. Isn't that cool? Interesting heritage. Do you think Zero's secretly Italian? And then one day I'll do Final Fantasy 16, which has butts, and Final Fantasy 9? That's maybe one of Naja's faves. Either that or 8. So we need to get a report from Naja on that. You would like to participate? I'd love to have you, Martin. It's very Dante. He's using the prosciutto. We're gonna get into the... We're gonna go to Olive Garden. And when we're here, we're family. The less time we give the enemy to prepare, the better. If everyone's ready, let us set forth. Indeed, and yet my heart weighs heavily for those that Brabashia struck down. Were it not for us, she would not have come here. Should you require a moment, Zero? For what? Brabashia took what she could. She was wise to strike quickly, and so would we. Agreed. There's no time for sentiment. Only the battle matters now. Okay, I don't know what these are. Is there not a better Italian place we could go to? Yeah, sure. There's literally any place, but where I mean, what can you find most readily? Probably the Olive Garden. Carrabba's? You're more into the Carrabba's? Okay, I think we have some of those around here. We'll go to Bertucci's. I heard Bertucci's is good. That may not be a national chain, though. The wind rises. Zero has a word of warning before you face against Barbarcia. Word of warning. Barbarcia spoke as if she would give us answers if we were to defeat her. But assuming she'll talk, which I doubt, trust I needn't tell you how foolish it is to give an archfiend a second chance. Best to seal her away at the earliest opportunity. If you wish to peer into her past, the memoria will suffice. I don't want to fess up to the fact that this only happens situationally. I'll try. I can't expose my weakness to her. You do that, and if you fail, well, you'll just have to search elsewhere for answers. It's less cool if I can't tell people. If I don't tell people. Yeah, if I tell folks, like, it just I get a migraine sometimes, and then the goddess shows me the way, you know? You are now loitering on the roof. Somebody named Mag showed you how to get up there. That's probably Magresta, yeah. I think Magresta's name is like Mag Donave in this. There you go. Maybe that was Magresta. Maybe it was a secret magical wizard. You never know. It could be an incredible fairy or a fae creature. There's always a family-owned Italian shop somewhere or another that's possibly a front for something, but still kicks ass. Yeah, still good food. You have one called Bella Italia there, which is probably very like Olive Garden. Oh, I love the name of it though. Bella Italia. Beautiful Italy. Caraba's fried calamari is really good. Okay, I don't think I've had calamari. Rest assured, this won't be our last opportunity to learn about Asdaya. If another archfiend were to fall, Golbez would surely be compelled to respond. We only need to wait for our quarry to come to us. Indeed, if our struggles with Scarmiglione... Sorry. Taught us art, 'tis that we must hold nothing back when facing an archfiend. Oh, I got the heat of battle. Let's go. Did somebody make some good pasta over there? Thank you. Nereus is cooking up some good pasta back at the FC. Thank you. This is Heed Zero's advice and seal it away at the earliest opportunity. Tony Macaroni! Oh my god. I would hit up Tony's Macaroni any day. That sounds excellent. I want to try Tony's Macaroni. Do they have good macaroni? You live in an Italian neighborhood. You are Italian. And it is paradise here. Yeah, just like good food everywhere. Oh, it used to be called Bella Pasta. And now it's Bella Italia. That's weird. You know me. I gotta add the obligatory apostrophe. It's Mr. Tony's restaurant, and he's making the macaronis. If we're all in agreement, let us be off. We travel by Nisrosh. Okay. This Rosh right here. Nisrosh. Travel to Rabashia. Sorry. I wish I could help myself. I really do. Today's macaronis, wait. Oh, they don't just do pasta. Oh, the tune. Ba, 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 bum, ba, bum. You're not the only ones who can ride the wind. It's one of the ones that they talk. My man, that's nuts. There's just something you can do. Are you flying? I forgot that they once were a cool angel. And then that drops and explodes. What up, bud? This tune whips. Oh, sorry, Barshan. Sorry. Love this hair, by the way. This is a hell of a wig. I can't even imagine how many bundles that is. Is that her hair all over here? No way. What? Oh, this is how I summon y'all. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I have this little artifice for it. It's like, why am I inviting them here? The convocation. Is this hair everywhere? I love her. She's out of her mind. Storm's crown, love it. Like a crown, like on the head. And Maria, your bunny, canonically has almost as bad of a crush on Zero as she has on Yeshola. Oh, wow. It's the emo girls, huh? Reapers can just kind of teleport. Okay. Big Tony's Casa Nostra, an Italian bar and grill. A grill. See, that sounds like a real refined establishment to me, Manny. You tried to get up on the roof and you ended up on a stable. Oh dear. Are you jumping on free company houses? You ready for this haircut? Okay, tell me who wants to get in right now. I think Martin said yes. Where do I got my little friends? Where do y'all? Here y'all. Who wants to play? So Martin said yes. Invite to party. Alex said yes. This is such a freaking team, dude. They really know what they're doing in the Final Fantasy. You crave violence as well, Nereus? Okay, pump the tear. How many folks get to fit into this one? Minimum eye level, please. There's a little carrot on that one, so okay. How many folks are in? How many folks are joining? 8 man, let's go. Okay. Snake says you would like to join as well. Let's see. I just saw you right here. Mash logged in specifically for this too, so I gotta get you in here, Mash. Okay, so we have room for one more, I think. Did Magresta wants to get in? I think Game She Plays says if I'm not taking up space. So it'd probably be, where are you right now? So Cornella. Do you want to? Okay, so I think it's down to. Oh wait, I'm in this too, so you can both join. Okay. And then we got. Party, cool. If you like a DPS, I can send you an invite. You haven't done this fight in forever. I think we might be good. I think that's a good list. Okay, now I'm gonna do the item level thing. Somehow. This thing. Okay. Minimum IL. Point. We have 3 tanks currently. Okay. Y'all sort yourselves out and let me know in the chat when you're ready. You did the dungeon prior to this, so you can also tag out if we have more joiners in space. I think we might be good. We have like, I think the perfect amount of folks. I'm so grateful to past Tina for blow drying my hair. Look, it's so silky and soft. Feels good to touch. Hey, KB Garcia, good to see you. So happy when I have nice hair for like a day. Magresta, Nereus, and you are the ones in question. So, you can swap if you two want a tank. Okay. You let me know when the tank situation is sorted. I wish I could see everybody's little positions here. Martin says we're good to go. Okay, we're good? Okay, I will send the little thingy. Okay. I hope I selected it as I'm doing this with you all instead of a group of randos or something. Okay. Hi, Chilliams. Good to see you. You're trying to switch MMOs. You've been on World of Warcraft for so long. You want to see how this one is? It's a lot of fun. The the beginning stuff of A Realm Reborn can be a bit of a slog, but if you're playing with friends, it's very enjoyable. Oh my god, Martin, you look so beautiful right now. Look at all this hair. Love. This is so funny. This is a particle effect. These little strands of hair. Emperor's of the Winds. Oh, Rubicante is the red guy I was remembering. That's right.
Come. Give yourselves to my scouring winds that I may feast upon your essence.
She is so big. I love her so much. Look at them legs. I gotta like zoom out. I gotta like summon my cat. I'm not ready. Okay, I'm ready now. Let's go.
With anticipation.
Void arrow, huh? That sounds intense. Better watch the floor, see where y'all are hanging out. She's got a badass stance. Yeah, I love her.
Oh, no, God.
Why are we moving over here? We are. Oh, okay. Go. I'm doing Wind's hair raid.
Try this.
Oh god. I'm sorry, I was distracted by the thing. It's the hair. It really got me. Is this a moving? Oh. I was not tight into that circle. My bad. I thought it was a positional, not a circular boy. Thank you. I'm sorry I died. I'll hold up. The music is great, right? It's from Final Fantasy IV. Okay, got my kitty cat out. What are we doing, Miss Mama? Oh, I saw one of these, huh? Oh, God, Jesus. I've been locked of haired. Do you recall? Oh, I see.
And free.
Ah. I've been tugged by the hair. Hate it when that. Oh. Thank you. Whoa, Snake, you're healing today? Wow. You always forget this, right? Hey, I'm still learning it. Inside. This might be one of those inside boys. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh no, this is the one where you gotta get out of there or else what was happening to you? Food was happening to me. Oh good, somebody picked up Snake. Excellent. Whoa, wowzers. Yikes. Okay, hold on now. Hold on now. You're one of our healers, so you got to get up. Ah, not the damage! Ah. Okay. No, the hair again. The hair! I'm sorry, Snake.
Too, do you not?
Oh, hey, I avoided damage this time. Let's go. Woohoo! Oh, bad. Okay, oh bad. Okay. Ah!
You've done well to last this long.
Hey, you're back up, Snake. Uh-oh, what's happening here? What the? Whoa! Yo! What in the hell is happening here? This is a sick outfit. Attack on Titan. Girl. This is a hell of an outfit. Is this the thing we got push buttons?
I'll slaughter you all.
I got catabesis. Oh
God,
no! Oh no, Mesh! Whoa, what the
I'll
heck
make
is
it
happening? Whoa, it's kind of going down, isn't it? Wow. Oh, you gotta stay moving, huh? Okay. Stacky. Stacky. Not stacking. Wow. They got a lot of video game in this video game. Oh, moving this maybe. You guys know. Punching, huh? Wow. A lot of aggression. I'm gonna do my long one while she's not doing anything too scary. Ah! Oh. It's you. Never mind. I thought it was me. What in the whole hell is happening right here? Wow, dang. Oh. Oh.
Don't underestimate me.
Oh, thank you. Time to get my cat pack out. I love that we got an even bigger lady. This is excellent. Okay,
Feel my fury.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I don't have a whoa.
Know your place.
I can't help you. I'm so sorry. I don't have my quick guy yet. I needed my kitty cat though. Wow. Jesus, lady, calm down. Are you mad? Ah. 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 It's gonna hurt. I'm okay. Jesus. This is a whole lot. one of these going, I guess. Oh, the drum is drumming, huh? Okay. Woo! Girl, I wish I could though. This is a long.
I'll break your every bone.
Not my bones. Not my bones. Ay, ay, ay. Sheesh. Holy hell. Okay, this is a somewhat safe spot, I think. So far, so good. I'm hairy again. This stinks. Ugh, my turkey's not.
Be gone from my
Oh, not
sight.
the swirls. Ooh. Oh, what the? What hurt me? What could have? Oh, looks like the ad break starts soon, by the way, folks. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Just stand here. There we go. That was a lot.
Dodge this if you can.
I love her so much. I love her short hair. Ah!
I'll make it quick.
I don't think I'm ever gonna get sick of this tune, by the way. Whoa, what the hell was that little thing you had going on there? You had some like crystal rocks floating above you. Alright, there's that long spell, but she's gonna stay in the same position, so I think it's worth it. You have no clue. So it's new to you, huh? And what's that about? What? You got all kinds of weird ass arrows on you. Well, I got a stack. I got a stack. That means get together. Oh god, not this thing again. Can I not be chosen for hair day today? Can I opt out of hair day? I don't want to get grabbed by hair again. If I could.
Don't underestimate me.
Did I not get hair? Oh, look at the video game, Tina. Don't you
Feel
sing.
my fury. Know your place.
Long one. Shorty. Oh, I'm haired up. Dadgum hair, I swear to God. Oh, we got a groove, don't we? Oh, you getting dragged? Oh. I think we're doing kind of hot, though. Uh-oh. I'm no longer doing hot, but that's okay. I got sick. Maybe I should have saved some of my little fairy status for that. Get the kitty cat.
I'll break your every bone.
How about a slow one? And a little scooch. There you go. A little scooch for you. I want to get out of here.
Be gone from my sight.
I think we're doing okay. I should not. I'm gonna curse y'all if I keep saying I think we're doing pretty good.
The insolence.
Okay. Here it comes. Yay! That was great. Good job, everybody.
No.
Love her. Okay, wait. Did she have her toes out even though they were wrapped in hair? I feel like you should have made a complete sandal of hair, maybe. First try. That was excellent. Honestly, that was so much fun. We got to see this big old lady. No, I want to see the big lady. Okay, the feet. Oh no, she made herself some shoes of her hair. I love this. Oh my god, her nails. Let me look at the nails, video game. I'm not some kind of pervert. Okay, now I have to look at the butt area. It really does look like it's entirely like musculature, you know? Oh, you want you to know that you let out a very loud no, IRL, on my last death. Your afflitus solus landed on the same tick. So you like healed me the second like I also died. Dang, that's rough. Hey, that's okay. I didn't feel too bad. I thought honestly, I was like, oh, I must have done something wrong. So literally, if I die, I'm like, oh gosh, I did something wrong. So don't feel bad about that match. Can I just say, we're all looking spectacular today, by the way. Different levels of like badassery on display. Also falling in love with the big lady. Completely understandable. But hold on, there's Mash. Looking very beach ready. You still don't know what killed you that one time. You had full health and you didn't appear to be standing on anything. Yeah, maybe it was just some sort of lag thing or something. Goodbye, big lady. I love you. This was a fun fight. I'm so glad we got to fight the lady together, y'all. The fight is very intense. I love it. It's a lot of action.
Time. With more of the dragon's ether, I can yet...
Join us, Jilliams.
You're finished.
That's how I'm gonna go out too. Wrapped in my own hair and saying, damn it all. They had fun designing this area too with the hair. Yeah, why doesn't she get a redemption arc? That's what I'm gonna say for every evil woman. You'll sit out of everything until redacted if it means you'll get to do redacted and its incredible BGM 1000 bajillion music. Okay. I love wearing these glasses because it makes like, I don't know, it makes everything look so ridiculous.
I see you've bested Barbaricia.
She
well
did
done.
get you with that cutscene ability. It's like, I think you were standing at the nexus of pain. Yeah, you were standing right in the hole of hurt, and she got you. She, like, punched down right on your body, and you turned into a little cartoon accordion, and were like, wee, wah, wee, wah, wee, wah, wow. You know?
Her minions, too, are all crystallized or scattered.
Not the crystal
The day
minions.
is ours.
Did your, like, aunties and stuff ever have, little crystal sculpture okay, so we gotta zoom in for this. The little crystal sculpture things, like a little like crystal cut child holding strands of, you know, wire, and on the wires little like glass baubles and stuff like that. When he says crystal minions, I think of the minions from Gru and the Minions, and then them being made of crystal, and I feel like that's probably out there somewhere. Somebody's done some crystal cut minions, right? Or like Precious Moments minions. It's gotta exist. They added those glasses as a proper glasses slot accessory when you compare them with silly hats, which is very good. I think I should have a nice, like... I feel like I should try out some hats for my gal. That sounds like a good idea, Alex. Crystal Exarch, but a minion in a minion meme. I would love that. Wait, was that posted on our Discord or was that on Twitter? I can't remember, but I saw this thing that was like... two Metal Gear fans arguing about, like... It was obviously drawn in, like, you know, kind of internet meme style, but two folks yelling at each other like, oh, if the boss from MGS3 was alive today, she would support the Patriots. Or the boss, that might have been a retweet of mine, if the boss was alive today, she would be against the Patriots. And it's like, no, actually, if the boss was alive today, she would be like reposting on Facebook minion memes. Thank you. This is so freaking... I'm gonna put it up on screen because I think it's so funny. Most of you probably don't know. Save image as, can I? Yeah, okay. Boss minion. I'm gonna force you all to see this, even though I don't know if any of you care about Metal Gear. Add image. This means a lot to me because it's... She probably would. Okay. Final Fantasy fashion. Boss minion. There you go. Now I have to force you all to see it. If the boss was alive today, she'd be a patriot. No! She would be a Soldiers Without Border if the boss was alive today. I'm quite fond of minion memes. Always give 100% at work. 12% on Tuesday, 23% on... Oh, 12% on Monday, 23% on Tuesday, 40% on Wednesday, 20% on Thursday, 5% on Friday. I don't know if that adds up, but maybe it does. I think that's very funny. Good for her. Hi, Pastel. Good to see you. You need to find some cool glamps for Koa until it's time to switch the Dawn Trail wardrobe. Okay. You mean in the interim? For her to wear while she's hanging out with us? You showed up at an interesting time. I do love Metal Gear memes. So I wanted to share one of my faves with you. Hi, Anarel, by the way. Good to see you, too. I just thought of this because Crystal Minions. If the boss was still alive, she'd be getting a burger with Strange Love. I would hope so. Oh my god. She'd be getting a nasty, sloppy burger. Something kind of gothic or voidy I think would fit for this area for sure.
What of my sister? Tell me you learned something about Ashdaya.
Sadly, I only... Pastel, we just fought a beautiful woman. If you want to scrub back through the VOD, we just fought Barbarshia from Final Fantasy IV, but she's like a arch fiend of darkness, and she's got long flowing hair. You might see her hair kind of wrapped around all these like ruins of her domain. She had like long flowing hair, and then her second form, she had a short like mid-length cut, and then she took all the rest of her hair and wrapped around her body as like armor, and she was like big and strong. It was so cool. But we had to destroy her because she's trying to kill and eat a girl dragon. And I'm not for that girl-on-girl violence.
So the Archfiend and her crystal yielded not.
Sadly, I can't see much from this crystal. That has your body in it.
Our efforts have not been entirely fruitless. We have deprived your sister's captor of another powerful champion. With Zero, we may yet challenge Golbez and his minions.
More like bye-bye, Rashia, right?
Indeed. We could not have come this far without your aid. Thank you, Zero.
She's probably gonna be like, okay, so now some of that yummy aura, right? I need some of that Aether.
I but fulfilled my part of the bargain. And now I will have my...
You gonna pass out? You getting the echo too? Uh-oh. Mysterious fainting.
Her ether is nearly spent. Perhaps unsurprising given how much power she used.
It's a good hairstyle.
I wouldn't want to face another Archfiend without her. We should hurry back to Zero's domain.
It's wild that you started working on your Who Did the Voices videos before I started the game, and now I'm very close to none of it being spoilers. It took that long. But I mean, that was a fantastic effort, the game she plays. Well worth it. She's the napper of light. Yeah, whenever Hiddlen's trying to contact her, she's like, no.
Eager though I am to continue, it would be unwise to risk our lives for the sake of haste. Let us suspend the mission and tend to Zero.
Okay, you carry her back. I think that would look fun and good. Serious Escape of the Sleepies. Yeah, he is going to carry her back. Okay. I feel like Astini could do it too, but his arm is a little too pokey, you know? The voice actor for Papa Limo and Julius commented on the one about him. How about that? That was the best day. Love that. That's when you know you got some reach. When the voice actor actually sees it and thanks you for it. So, though Zero remains unconscious, she appears otherwise fine. Insofar as I could discern at any rate, being part void sent, her physiology may be rather different from ours. Let us observe her for a while as we discuss our next move. Oh, we took her hat off and her scythe. Okay. Oh, I want to see her without the hat and scythe then. She looks like Raven from the Teen Titans. Alright, let's talk to Cindy about this. You comfy there? I know you are, leaning against that wall. In your present state, Zero is easy prey for the void sent. We must be on our guard. So you gonna stand visual? Oh, of course! I grew up watching Teen Titans. That was the business, dude. That was the business. Love that show. I was really wrapped up in that one. Alright, Varshan. Concern is writ plain upon Varshan's face. Oh, please be voiced. Do you think Zero honk shoes or honk me-me-me-me's? I would love to hear everyone weigh in. This is not going to be voiced. There's no way. Yeah, I figured. Okay, position 1, Tiny. Yay! Thank you, Tiny. How long do you suppose you will remain this way? Very eepy. I haven't the faintest inkling, nor can I say whether the Aether we can afford to share with her will be enough to waken her. You think she honks shoes? As someone who was a big fan of Puffy Yumi for ages, you were excited when Teen Titans first started and heard them singing the opening theme, right? That was a hype theme, for sure. It would be best to take her back with us to the source. She would be guaranteed all she requires. You want to bring a void scent to the source, though? We never know if it's gonna go bad or not. I feel like, would that open up the door for the other void scent to come through? Would they trace her through the portal? I'm worried about it. I don't think Zero's gonna do anything bad, but I think it would be maybe a marker which other void scent could use. Like even the archfiends, you know, of the 13th. Maybe they could trace it? I don't know. Zero cannot give a consent, but it seems we have no choice. The alternative would be to leave her here defenseless. We can't just chill here? I guess maybe the test that Yashola did before we came here is proof that we shouldn't linger too long. Because she gave like 2 of her little pixie summons one of the summons got like a dragon scale which repels Aether corruption, and the other one didn't get one. But even the one that got the dragon scale ended up having some of its Aether degrade anyway. So the longer we stay here, the worse it is for us. Huh? Oh, thank you. Is that a screen cap of your current look, by the way, Pine? I'm sorry I can't get to you right now. I'm in an instance area. I think Zero's kind of a honk shoe, but instead of the honk, it's like an earth-shattering snore that the neighbors across the street can hear. I see. We need to get a CPAP machine for Zero. Maybe that's why she's so tired. She's got the apnea. We need to help her with that. She's losing good Aether in there. Kriya, I might ask that you hold on to Brabachia's memory. It may yet serve a purpose. Do I want to? Okay, you know I'm going to eat it. Uh-oh, it is imp here. What's that little impidimp? I like your headdress.
Oh, what happened to her?
You have business with Zero?
We have a newcomer, a former minion of Brabachia's. Let her know when she wakes, will you?
So, in Zero's domain, folks that, like, no longer have a master come there, but, like, there's certain rules. You can't, like... I don't think you can do war with anybody. You just gotta chill there and listen to whatever Zero says. So, if Zero says don't attack and eat this person, you don't attack and eat that person. Brabachia's minion. Why not go and find this newcomer? So we can have something to tell Zero, if nothing else. Indeed. May I trouble you to join me, Kriya? With luck, we might learn something of Golbez. Look at those long strides he takes. I can't wait to see him running around since he has, like, the Aura male body. I'm gonna be hauling ass just for him to, like, run around with his, like, Crash Bandicoot run. The first time anyone mentioned that you probably had sleep apnea was your poor ex the morning after the first time you spent the night together. Yeah, and were they just not able to sleep that night, I'm guessing? Hello, Deserter Voice? Oh, it's one of those Arimons with the wet eyes. Okay.
You're the one who fell Brabachia? I won't make trouble, I'll obey, so let me stay.
If you would obey, then tell me all you know of Golbez.
There isn't much to tell, only the archfiends are allowed in his domain, whatever it is, none but they know.
I see. No better way to guard yourself than by keeping one's location secret. How does Golbez communicate with his minions of Yield?
He has these scepters, staves, whatever they are. He uses them to talk to those far away.
Not unlike link pearls, at least in function. That will be all. What you know about cell phones, Varshan? Our little cell phones? Interesting. I wonder if he has a big dragon link pearl. My thanks for your cooperation. My thanks for you as well for affording me this time. I am satisfied, so let's rejoin the others and head home. Okay, I need need to haul booty, but... Oh, can I do the... Yeah. Pig time. Hell yeah. Wait. Hell yeah. There we go. Alright, Varshan. I trust you will understand that once we leave the 13th, we will not return until we are prepared to resume our search. Knowing this, are you ready to depart? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I don't think I got anything else to do here. What am I gonna do? Find some, like... Are there Aether currents you have to find in this? I kind of imagine not. Back to Troya then, and thence home. Sorry for the yawn. No flying here. Okay, gotcha. Popoto? The Popoto 12X? You think he's got that new iPhone-esque thing, huh? A Popoto. Hey, party, what's going on? Good to see you today. Is Justinian gonna carry her? I don't know about that. He's got so much pokey stuff on his armor. You have whatever the opposite of sleep apnea is. You're so quiet, everyone thinks that you're dead. Ooh, wow. That could be scary. This seems to be potentially a voice cutscene. That's how I should make every entrance. Walk out of a disgusting maw of darkness. Yasha looks so natural there. He looks so cool walking out of that dam.
Ah, you're all safe. Thank the sisters.
Now time to close this
A
sucker up.
moment while I close the gate.
I hope this works. I don't know. Oh, that's how that works? Okay. Love that colorful stuff.
There. We may rest easy for now.
Okay, good. Doors closed.
any
The other
trouble?
guys from the other dimension
I
can't come through.
expect some void scent slip through.
A few did, aye. But we were ready and dealt with them without incident.
That must have been so scary, honestly. You know? He just stews it in his big pot. Yeah, he like the next time we open up, we get a little fork and we see if it's tender. Starts flaking the meat aside.
That is well. I cannot thank you enough for your vigilance.
Yes, you're grateful. But aren't you forgetting something more important?
Introducing this person you just brought back in?
You know, the polite but warm formalities one
Oh, okay.
delights in hearing when their little brother returns from a long journey.
Such an interesting relationship they have with this big dragon who's embodied by a man. So wild. Hey, Goethe, what's going on?
Indeed, you are right. It is good to be home again, among those who I love dearly and missed so much.
They're like, come on now, big dragon. I need you to pretend like you're a little human boy. You know? They're gonna haze the big dragon in the small man body? I guess so.
And we are glad to receive you, Varshan. Welcome home.
You can tell if it's passive aggressive. So, like, that guy who has horns coming out of his head, not this guy with horns coming out of his head, the guy with the dark hair, he's actually a big dragon.
Chambers have been prepared for your use at Megaduta. Let us take Zero there at once.
So he's actually a giant dragon. And he used to take up... He had this vessel constructed of a little boy. And that little boy was supposed to be like the servant of the king in the area. And he was the only person who was allowed to like interface with the king. But the king was just a figurehead and the real guy ruling the land was a big dragon. So everyone looked at Varshan, who was in a little kid body, as like a little brother and treated him that way. That's why Nabdeen treats him that way, is like everyone was like, oh, this little boy, he's so wise and sweet, and he speaks very well to the king, you know? Not knowing that it was a dragon in a man's body, you know? You're trying to do a side quest that has ties to Garlemald. You like the post-Endwalker days, you do, Goethe. I enjoy... this is a fun little story so far. So, they want to kind of... Even though now they know that he's actually a dragon in a construct's body, they still want to maintain that friendly kind of big brother, little brother relationship that they had. So, oh yeah, I do have to do job quests, yeah. I'm good to that eventually. Athenia is literally carrying Zero's weight just on the forearms. That's wild. Isn't that sweet? I think it's very sweet. You know you're strong, but she's a full male bun weight. These formalities. Yeah, I know. Sydney's like, can I please put her down? We have a collapsed woman here. They didn't ask about the collapsed woman, which is wild. Oh god, the music's so good. Mr. Stewart, we've been expecting you. If you'd follow me, I'll show you to the guest chambers. Sure. Like all of them, yeah. You haven't seen anyone stream it? Any of the job quests? Really? I'm surprised.
Our mission took many an unexpected turn.
Voiced. Hell yeah.
I am relieved that we have all returned safely.
Now, Pastel, I gotta catch you up with this gal named Zero. She is formerly... Remember the guy who's definitely in love with us? He had the long hair. And he fought us at the end of the world. And he was like a killer, but he's like, I love fighting you so much. I want to fight you forever until I die. And then I think we had to kill him at the end of the world. The very edge. He followed us until the very edge of the galaxy. The place where that vibes-based creature was hiding. And then he's like, one last battle, come on now. I helped you with your previous battle to fight the vibes-based creature, so let's do this. And then so I was like, okay, let's do this. Let me kick your ass. So when he kicked the bucket, he had like a pact with a demon creature that gave him extra strength. And that demon creature has made its way back to the void, which is where we were. We were in the 13th dimension, which is the void. And it was looking for a friend. And it saw us and said, you are the friend. Isn't that fun? That cute? So, now we're taking care of her. Yeah, can we please fight to the death one more time, please? So he asked so nicely, I kicked his ass. So isn't that fun? So we have to take care of her. She is the void scent that was bound to him. And she wants to learn more about herself. Because she kind of lost her form and her way when he made this contract with her. So she's like, oh, what was I even? And what am I doing? And what's my life about? Do I just return to the void and forget everything? Or become some kind of person? Because the void wasn't always a void. It used to be a dimension quite like our own. And then it got lost to the power of darkness. It was like overwhelmed. Kind of like the first dimension we went to, which is overwhelmed with light. This place is corrupted by darkness. And nothing can die in the void, so they have to be crystallized.
You have earned 12 times over. I would consult you on one last matter.
So that's to catch you up, Pastel. Yeah, let's help her on her journey. I know, let's hope she doesn't die this time. Sick of women dying, you know. And yes, Xenos is Final Fantasy Yuritsa. They even have the same hair color. We're praying for no women deaths. There she is. There's Zero.
While she appears none the worse for wear, she remains locked in slumber, and I cannot help but worry. Is there aught we can do?
Look at his dummy little waist. Look at that little snatch waist.
Aether is
so
exhausted.
Ridiculous.
Perhaps I can share some of mine now.
In the wastelands of the 13th, one can only replenish ether by taking it from others, be it by trade or by force.
She might be able to just ambiently suck up Aether here.
In contrast, The source is rich in ambient ether.
Yeah, she can just sponge it up. He's worried and also snatched. Exactly. And he stands it away to sort of emphasize the
Simply
fact that
being
he has
here and
basically
drawing
no
breath,
waste.
Zero will absorb what she needs.
Then we need but wait.
I believe so. She will awaken in time, and when she does, give her something to eat. Judging by her form, she should also be able to derive nourishment from food.
Good, I'm glad. Oh, we should find her some good food then. They got some good food here, I know it. She'll wake up for the next patch, probably. Yeah, the way they phrase these things is so funny. You'll be over here deciding which outfit you want to be wearing when I come in the cutscene. Hell yes, I'm excited.
I know you promised her your ether, but perhaps she might appreciate fine Harnish cuisine more.
Food can certainly be arranged.
I wonder, in this automaton form, he doesn't need
She
food,
looks
right?
like any other person. Unsurprising, perhaps, given that she is only part void sent.
Mm-hmm.
Zero said before that Xenos had altered her essence. A change wrought, I suspect, with the power of darkness. It acted upon the part of her that is void sent, rendering it dominant. Thus, we were able to reverse it with the power of light. I labor to believe that Xenos possessed such arcane knowledge. In all likelihood, it came from Thandaniel.
If we could just not mention that guy for the rest of my life, I'd be grateful. Also, the ad break starts soon, just so you know. You're making drinks and you brought me a gremlin? Sounds great. Also, gremlin sounds like a fun mixed drink. You gonna show off your new Reaper glam? I'd love to see it. Why do we have to? We could just say you know who. We could just say you know who. That guy.
Were Zero wholly void sent, I doubt the crystal would have had an effect on her. One might say that Hydaelyn had a hand in your meeting.
Maybe. Ishla clearly hasn't read the side stories. Xenos was just a nerdy bookworm who was forced to become a warrior. Is that so? So he could have done it himself, huh?
It is no exaggeration to say that Zero has proven herself invaluable. A boon from Hydaelyn herself. Her cooperation may come at a price, but whatever it is, I am willing to pay it. Exhausting though it may be at times.
We could get her a blanket though. Like a blanket. I know blankets are like the bane of animators' existences. But if they had just one blanket that they put on every bed and they just change the color, just like put a lump in there that looks kind of like it could be a shape. They'd have to make several though, wouldn't they? A lump for like an elvish body, a lump for a roe body, a lump for like a human body, and a lump for a little potato body. Changeable lump. They just need to put like a lump in there. You know? There's a very high chance they already knew, especially considering Reaper's entire thing was about Garlands working around their lack of magic. Is that really so? Is that what the Reapers are about? Is they don't have magic, so they're like, haha, I shall consult the devil. There's one story in particular that's like, this is why he's like this, by the way, that paints him as a nerd. That would have fit in wonderfully with the science. But am I wrong in saying that as a child he was like harming animals? Didn't we learn about that? Or am I just associating that with him because he like murders people? And a lot of murderers do that anyway. Did I dig? I hope you like that cutscene because I have to see it again. I'm hitting that circle button. Skip it. Okay. Just get one of those, please, God in heaven. Thank you. Changeable lump. You like that as a another Lalafell idea you'll never use. A changeable lump, rat problem. Was another one cat piss or something? Piss water, cat water, something like that. It's not like the knowledge of Reapers is dead or anything. The little chocobo mech things are named Reapers after them. Interesting. Cat leakage, though. Sorry about the string of words I've been saying lately. Changeable Lump does sound like a great band name. I feel like I could see you going far with that one, Pine. I could see you going far. A world with light and life. Never to remain idle, Yashtil would tend to an errand. Oh, girl, same. I'm never to remain idle either. If I may excuse myself, I wish to pay a visit to the High Crucible. While the scales function admirably, it would be prudent to have them inspected for signs of degradation. Oh yeah, not the Reapers from Mass Effect. Blam! Gotta watch out for those guys. By all means, I shall do the same for this vessel. Then I'll go and meet with the soldiers. Yeah, he's gonna go train some lance stuff, I guess. Share with them what I learned of fighting the Voids into the 13th. What did you learn? Jumping on their heads and stabbing them? Like, what did he learn? That's the same thing he does every time. Jump on a head and stab them, you know. The cutscene movie? It did it? I don't know where I am. Yeah, I used to be right outside Megaduda, huh? What of you, my friend? Do you have any immediate plans? I'm just worried about Zero, that's all. There's nothing weird about him hurting animals. He just read books, was horribly neglected, and eventually taught himself. I swear to God. No, that's in the side stories, but I swear to God, some main story thing was like, he always had a tendency to hurt things or something. I feel like I read about that. Because that's like, in my head. Changeable Lump sounds like a Grateful Dead Fish level stoner jam band. Okay, I can see that. I was thinking more punk vibe, but yeah. In that case, might I trouble you with a small task? I wish to have food ready for Zero when she awakens, you see. Would you be willing to go to Merida's Main and ask for suitable refreshments? Let me guess, wine and cheese. Excellent. In the meantime, Nidhana will watch over Zero. She's already en route. Let us each tend to our respective business and reconvene anon. Alright, I'll walk out and see where the hell I am, Mash. I'm in a very luxurious quarters. Do they have... Now, they don't have fruit here yet, but they shall soon have fruits. He did do hunts for creatures, likely the more dangerous and violent ones, so that doesn't necessarily mean those creatures were necessarily doing undue harm. Yeah, like, was he going and killing rhinos or whatever? I thought he was, like, he had a pet and he killed it or something. I thought for sure that was the way. Alright, so this is your Reaper stuff. Okay, we got some cuties in frame. We got Pinecone and we have Mash. Mash has got a little goblin. Love to see. You got your gremlin. Very good to see. You look great, Pine. I like this kind of subdued pink and black look. This is fun. You're mixing up a drink, thank you. What do you got in there? What is that, the gremlin, the drink? What would be in a drink called the gremlin? Remember Xenos used to hunt big, dangerous creatures when eventually moved on to the most dangerous game? Protagonists of JRPG, indeed. Yeah, he was into hunting for sport, I remember that. You might be thinking about how Varus had a dog he adored, but completely neglected Xenos. But Xenos never hurt the dog. Interesting. 2 parts lighter fluid, 1 part tequila. Hey, right. Give that to that little gremlin. Want to see your monk glam? Of course I do. I like this little, like, curly Q armor you got here. That's fun. It kind of looks like swirls. You're ready for the punching, I see. The punching and the kicking. And I like your ears, Mash. Those are very cute temporary ears. Very bunny-like. Well, you two look great as always, and I appreciate the gremlin and the cocktail. I'll have to take my drink to go, though, as I must go speak with Merid in Merid's Main. But I want to, like, teleport there. Here we go. If Reapers are real, it would happen past our lifetimes. You mean like the Mass Effect stuff? Yeah, probably. I would bet. Yeah. Time to go check in on not Ardbert. He's definitely not Ardbert. I don't know why anyone would think he's Ardbert. Oh God, I love the percussion in this song. Here's not Ardbert, everybody. Definitely not the guy, the Warrior of Darkness or whatever. We got a really choppy haircut, a choppy pixie cut, dyed his hair black. Welcome to Merit's Main. Please make yourself comfortable. You can literally still hear him shaking that drink. What? A guest of the Satrap has collapsed from hunger? Of course I'd be happy to help you. You need only tell me what you desire. The background music is very good, yeah. I wonder what artists they work with to make this, or was this like a Soken production or something? Don't drink his drink. I won't drink his drink, yeah. Drink to go. I like that. The next Chapel Roan banger. Love it. Okay, do we want to give Zero your most expensive dish? But that might be like fancy and of little substance, you know? Something light and refreshing, like fruit perhaps? A rich meal, heavy with plenty of meat. I feel like one of you is just behind me shaking a drink. Thank you, Manny, for reminding me to sip some water, by the way. A rich and hearty meal with plenty of meat and a modest quantity of a living mortal's aether should suffice. That's very funny. Let's get a rich and hearty meal. I see you. I see you, Mesh. While that might be perfect for an adventurer preparing to raid a treasure vault, I fear it'd be too much for someone coming out of a long slumber. I would recommend something gentle in the stomach, like these apples here! She knows exactly who I am and what I'm here for. Ardbert told her. That bastard Ardbert in that corner told her. Say, pass her those big-ass apples. It'll confound her. They've just come in and I can guarantee their freshness. Afterwards, once your guest feels better, she can sample whatever else you can provide. Just let me know. These better be some big freaking apples. Let's take a look at what the appies they got here. Big old grapefruit. That apple is ridiculous. The apple's bigger than the orange. When do I get the not low poly fruit, by the way? Did everybody else... Did they do that patch yet where they make the apples look better? Costco apples confirmed. Yeah, that's a big old envy apple. And then I'm assuming those are plums stacked up, but what if they're like huge fist-sized grapes? They bring in some vocals from time to time, like a Kino for the Pandemonium Jam. That was so good. Soken's team does everything. Wow. They updated all the fruit in the 2.0 areas. That's baffling to me. So they kept the model for this fruit? Why didn't they just swap models? Okay, and we got kebabs. And a huge lime. They do HG fruit. People could quit the game. I guess so. Look at these little nuns. The kebabs look really good. That's the biggest lime I've seen in my life. This lime is the size of an orange wedge. That's so ridiculous. I love it. High Valley fruits are a Final Fantasy 16 exclusive, I assume. Is this right? Meds? Oh, it is. Okay. So sorry. That didn't feel right. It felt like powdery in a weird way. Why do they simply not press the high poly fruit button, Magresta? Yeah. Swap the model. I'm sure that won't crash anything. What if it's one of those things where it's like, in some games they have like, there's some like arbitrary code is like connected to like the model of an apple or something, and it's just like if we take the apple out of the game it crashes for everybody, so we have to keep the apple in the game, you know. So truly I know nothing about fruit and polygons and the remastering of said polygons. We got some more food over here, huh? There's a lot of kebabs. Okay. You're shaking it up over here too. Making a drink for the dancers. Drinks to go. Nobody knows why, but if we make this apple smaller, everything breaks. The guy who made the apples left. Yeah. That's always the way, isn't it? And so now, hey, that old guy that gives you this quest is gone. But this guy is asking for the quest. Wait, this gal? I think this is a cat lady. Shout out to cat ladies. So cool. Alright, now we gotta go back to the... Was that the Hall of Radiant Host? I think so. Wait, let me just click on this. We'll see. I'm near... Oh, Mega Duda. Duh, I'm near Mega Duda, obviously. Mega Duda. Go back. He's just a game hero for my to drink some water, too. That's right. You can do drink making in the Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise game, which is kind of a Yakuza game, right? Is the Moogle still around in Gridania handing out free Fantasias? Great question. Thank you for the buffs, by the way, Ash. I appreciate it. I feel stronger and full of lighter fluid. Oop. There we go. Let's join up. Let me see this. This image is so big I can't even see all of it. Oh, he is nailing that. That is such a strange part of that video game. But I remember, I think I was watching Ezekiel the Third play that, and I was like, what the hell is happening here? Why are we making drinks? Why not?
Light.
Must be weird, right? Being in the dark dimension for so long.
Is this an inn? What happened? How did I get here?
Of course they must have had inns in the time before the darkness fell, right? Her earring looks so cool. I bet you could make that with some chains and some little polygonal things or whatever. Ooh, watch out, girl.
There's no time. I must rejoin the battle. I must...
I hate to be... I know if I say this, everyone's going to be mad, but you should rest, girl. You really should. There's an acupuncture... Oh, of course there's an acupuncture minigame.
Oh, you're awake.
Of course.
Wonderful.
It's all about, like, hitting the right pressure points to make somebody explode, so... You've run out of awake after all that all the shaking. Good night and sleep well, Mash. Thank you for being here. I shall see you hopefully on Tuesday for Star Wars. Won't that be fun? And then maybe Wednesday if I get in my heart monitor. Play some Dead Space too. Since I beat the Space Lesbian Robot game. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, girl.
What is this? Some sort of fiend?
Not the racism.
A fiend? Where is it? Where?
At least you didn't say, oh my god, World of Warcraft.
But this is no time for jokes. You're in the source, my dear. The world next door. So to speak. The others brought you here after you collapsed.
How is she gonna be like, is this a fiend when, like, there's a dookie monster that lives in her kingdom? Like, Zero's kingdom has a monster that's made of, like, poop and eyeballs. You know? Like, you got stuff. Why would she be shocked by, like, oh, you're bipedal? Wow. I'm gonna set up a heart monitor and then play a horror game. You got it right, Pine. I'm gonna look into that this weekend. Nimble's still there. It's by the waterfall in Gridania next to Yashtila's sister. Gotcha. Are they resisting against elephant folks? Some folks are, because like this is just like, I don't know, one of the tribes of folks that walk the earth. Just like humans and stuff, sometimes there's elephants, you know.
I'll fetch them at once. Wait, just a moment.
But we just solved the racism problem in the last story arc where like finally humans and non-humans are talking and like not trying to kill each other constantly, so I'm concerned about this 87 heart rate spikes in this particular 4-hour period. My doctor's not gonna see any of this info, Pine. The heart rate monitor is just for you guys. This information will not be documented because my doctor will be telling me, you better stop playing these daggone video games. They're bad for your health. You'd be startled. Yeah, she was like, okay, she was up in her face. I get that. But I'd be like, whoa, girl, back it up now. It's time for apples. Okay, the size of the apples looks good. It looks like she'll be able to eat it. Oh, he's back in his little baby boy form. Those are some good looking apples. Those must be the high-res ones. Let's see. There's a, I'd say, adequate size.
I took the liberty of arranging refreshments. I hope you find them as flavorful as they are invigorating.
Why is he a little boy again? See, this is his little boy form, Pastel. I assume he only has the big boy form when he's doing fighting. Your monitor went nuts last night and it was putting you at like 163? Oh, your heart rate? After taking it off? Oh, I see. Your monitor. I thought it was like your monitor, this thing. I forgot we're talking about heart monitors. So it was putting your heart rate at like 163. You took it off for a minute. You realized your pulse was at 78. Sometimes it screws up, huh? Naja could not show up for Barbie, but she said, I will be attending a gay disco party. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. I hope Naja has a ton of fun. Gay disco party sounds so cool. I know Naja's going to have a great time with that, and I approve of this outing, this excursion. Your insurer doesn't need to see any proof to deny any future claims, right? If they're like, oh, sorry, you have heart arrhythmia, and it's documented on your TV show or whatever. His accent seems different, so his voice is a little higher when he's in his, like, little boy form, and then he speaks in a lower register for his grown-ass man in an automaton form. You had one of those chest strap monitors for exercise, but it wanted to sit in the dip between your ribs. So it was constantly telling you were dead. Oh, yeah, that's no good. You eat the apple, me too. She must be like, why the hell are you small? What happened?
This isn't what you promised. I suppose ether is ether.
Eat a fruit. It's good for your tummy. She is... No. You have to chew it. I hope it's brown. Oh, that's really funny. That's really funny.
Wait. Don't tell me you don't know how to eat?
She's like, okay, whatever. Zap.
I took what I needed from it. What's the problem?
It's tasty.
Where's the enjoyment in that? You're supposed to bite, to chew, to savor, and then swallow.
Well, this spares her from having to poop. So, yeah, exactly, FLV. She's going to be digesting later and then being like, what's happening to me? You know? So, hi, Streamline and FLV, by the way. Good to see both. Is it a big apple? I have to see. Tastes good though, right?
That's the way. So, did it taste good?
What if she bit into the, like, wretched apple?
Don't know.
The long years without eating may have dulled your sense of taste.
Well, we void scent have no need for such when consuming others.
Okay, so they put a little bite in that apple model. I appreciate that. She still poops, but it's spirit caca. Okay. It's a ghost poop. I won't talk about poop longer because I'm sure somebody's eating, but you know. Kind of looks like a Fuji does it, yeah. Yeshel is recovering from the sickness.
Speak of taste when describing the quality and affinity of their prey's ether.
In the previous, like, leg of this story, she was definitely sick. She's definitely recovered from it, though. She's back to her usual nasaliness.
Taking ether in small amounts like this is one thing. But diluting my essence, diminishing myself, I'd sooner die.
You kind of become somebody else if you take too much of their essence. Do you think she would become Apple if she sucked up too much apple juice? We come back and there's an apple wearing a fancy hat.
But what happens when you do?
There's no dying in the 13th. You just reform because while light is like the stagnancy of change, darkness is like the acceleration. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I get that wrong? Too much light leads to stagnancy. Too much darkness leads to like too much activation. So like there's just instant regeneration, I think. Okay.
Not much. After a while, you return, together with all your expended life force. The important thing is to die where others won't devour you.
Amazing! My peers who study immortality and resurrection would be most interested in this phenomenon.
Is like, huh?
The question of taste aside, I am glad that you are able to partake of food like us. I dare say it agrees with your personal preferences.
I should hope. Yeah.
That's true. You can keep giving me the same on a regular basis.
Okay, getting paid in apples. This is great, honestly. That is a win for us. Because, like, her sucking up dragon aether, that was going to be bad eventually. But her eating apples and drinking apple juice is excellent. Also, it aligns with my tastes. Because I always want to see apples in this video game.
Very well. As my guest, I shall see that you do not want for comfort. And one other thing. We brought you to our world without your consent.
That's right, yeah.
And for that, I apologize. If you wish it, we will return you to yours once you have regained your strength.
The accountant just out of sight. We compared apples? Yeah.
It's fine. I have no reason to go back.
Oh, we gotta tell her that, like, some new folks wanted to join her area, you know. Do you think dragons taste like a big, juicy chicken? I think so, Manny. I think they taste like juicy chicken. Yeah. Final Fantasy XIV feels kind of backwards because we're so used to associating light with fire rather than ice, right? But I kind of appreciate it, Snake. I really do appreciate how they turn things on its head, you know? Why would she go back when she can sit here and eat apples all day?
Except for yours, perhaps. You intend to cross over again, I take it.
We still gotta find his sister.
I do. I have yet to find my sister.
She's getting eaten up by those 4 archfiends, so we gotta save her before she gets destroyed entirely.
I want nothing more than to rush to her aid, to find this Golbez and free her from his clutches, if he still holds her captive.
Though if our recent experience has taught us anything, 'tis that the 13th is more dangerous than we ever imagined. Caution must be our watchword.
Gotta save her, I know. I don't want her
Better
getting
late than
gobbled
never.
up.
In the short time you spent in our world, you left a trail of chaos in your wake.
Yeah, we did defeat 2 of the biggest archfiends there. It's kind of what we do, though.
You managed to return in one piece this time. But don't assume you'll be so lucky the next.
Okay, I'm coming back in 2 pieces. That's fine. Going to town on that
Rest
apple.
assured, we will make no assumptions and spare no preparation.
I enjoy this scene because she already got what she needed Aether-wise from the first apple. This second apple is just for the snack, you know. Also, the tiny red glasses, aren't they great? Sometimes I think about taking them off because you can't really see my facial expressions, but I just like to believe that nothing phases me anymore in this game. Hi, Morphinius. Good to see you. It's going great today. I got laundry done today. I did some meal planning today. Took a walk with my brother today. It was a really good day today. You'd imagine that dragon tastes a lot like crocodile, which isn't too far off from chicken. Right, I've heard that.
Speaking of which, while we rest and ready ourselves, I ask that you tell me more about your home. In return, I will tell you about ours. I will show you my domain, Radzet Han. Yeah,
did he mention that he's the... Because, like, she has her own domain in the 14th. This is his place. This is the place where he rules, so... Also, she has no questions about why he's tiny now? That would be the first. It'd be like, so...
Again, a stranger in this strange land.
You were a big man before. Enjoy your nap, Pastel. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. Is she going for a second apple? Oh, no, she's putting her hat on.
Condition. Okay. You must come too.
Okay, sure. Love walking around the city. I have a condition. You have a quest to do. Chickens are just little dragons with feathers. If they could breathe fire, they would. I think so. And then they'd light their whole places up, wouldn't they? It was a busy day, but it was such a good day, Morphinius. I feel very happy today. I'm excited to make some pasta tomorrow from the stuff that we got from the food pantry. So thrilled. It's going to be so delish. And garlic bread to go with it. So excited. Percussion. Okay. This world is brimming with Aether. I feel invigorated just standing here in the breeze.
I am glad to hear that. So, is there any place you particularly wish to see?
Perhaps where that food came from. Apple, was it? Well, I don't expect I'll collapse again. It'd be good to know where I can procure more if necessary.
Mirid's Main, then. I shall introduce you to the head waitress, Milil.
Varshan and Zero are accompanying you. Damn, too. Oh, you gave your Warrior of Light kind of some Clint Eastwood eyes, like a permanent squint, huh? They look like they're about to sleep during every cutscene. I think that's great. All right, let's talk to our little ones as we run around. Come on, you too. So I can't just teleport places, huh? Am I going? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Sorry, don't come with me. I don't know where I'm going. Ad break starts in about 30 seconds, by the way, folks. Just so you know. Look at that good fire animation. That's really fun. Wait! Oh, I can't see him hauling ass, because he's not like... He's just going to be hauling ass as like a little guy. Yeah. I wanted to see him do that weird run that male Aura do when they're running. They like have quite the loping run. Sadly. Sadly, he is in his miniature form. I think his run animation is the same as his like kind of fast walking animation. So the sprint isn't changed. Oh, we got a long way to go. Where can we talk to y'all? There's no like talkie points, huh? Okay. Not the Crash Bandicoot run. I wanted to see it. Wow, they want me to go the whole way, huh? How could I when this place is huge? In about 15 minutes, around like 6:30, 6:45, I'll take a little break. Wait, did I miss my stairs? Is there stairs up? No, we're good. I'll take a little break. I'm gonna have an egg roll. I could also have a cupcake. We do have some Thanksgiving themed cupcakes. Not cupcakes, that's different. That my mom's yoga student got my mom for Thanksgiving, and we froze them so we can come back to them. So cupcake. I did have a stale donut today though, so I think I might be kind of good on sugar. I'm a little worried about having too much, you know. But the cupcake is calling to me. The what cake? Cupcakes. Cupcakes is what I wanted to say. Stuff a cupcake into the egg roll? That's too much. This is some real toe tapping tunes, I tell you. I can't help myself. Or you two. Let me chat with you two right here. Right, Zero, what do you think? Discuss Marin's Main.
This is the place. The air is different here, and I speak not of the heat. There's a texture to it, a fullness, unlike that of elsewhere.
You smell the cooking, I believe. Hunnish cuisine is quite fragrant and delicious, I hope you'll agree.
What about you, Varshan?
We could attempt to introduce Zero to Mirid herself, but Milil is more likely to be available.
What'd you miss? Oh, I have cupcakes and egg rolls, and I'm trying to decide what I want to have. I'm just worried that if I have cupcakes, it's like too much sugar, because I had some donuts. There was some several days old cinnamon sugar, maybe apple cider, I don't know, donuts included in our food pantry donation this week. So I was thinking I probably shouldn't have a cupcake. You just glad I'm not eating sweaty chicken strips? Yeah. Look at me, I'm treating myself right.
Welcome to Merit's Main. Greetings, Milil, and may I introduce you to Zero. She's an esteemed guest, and I ask that you see to her meals during our stay. Oh yes, Merit has told me all. Please come when you're hungry. We'll look after you.
'Twas here that Kriya obtained the apple.
I obtained an apple here.
While the palace cooks can prepare whatever you desire, 'tis certainly a quick and convenient food. I'll remember it. Who are the ones there moving their bodies about? Is it for some ritual related to eating?
The dancers. They move their bodies to bring pleasure to those who are watching.
'Tis a form of entertainment, part of our culture.
How needlessly complicated. We void scent prefer simpler pleasures.
Okay, girl, but we're not gonna get to that out on the main stage.
That may be the way of it now, but your world too must have had such complicated diversions once.
She's like, I don't need any complicated diversion. I need apple. That's it. I ask for apple, I get apple, end of transaction. This is the site of on-site procurement for apples. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well, let us move on. I propose we visit the Balshan Bazaar, where the goods of the world may be found.
Ah, damn, where's this Balshan Bazaar? Okay, I actually went through there, never mind. Anywhere else we can go and look at things and talk? Any, like, cool holes? Okay, no cool holes. My hobbies are apple and stabbing and looking for friend. I think. Bing, 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 bing. God, I can't resist this tune. It's so good. So it's down that way, right? Okay, good. Time to chat. Alright, you two. Well, let's talk with Varshan first. Oh, small talk, why not?
Do you recall the time we traveled together to the outpost? Should our tour take us outside the city, we may make use of the Hamsa again.
The Hamsa were those big old birds, right? Wait, what? Wait, were the Hamsa the birds? Make use of the Hamsa again. What were the Hamsa? Were they the big old birds?
What are all these things for? What do you do here?
This is a marketplace, where people buy and sell goods. Since its earliest days, Radzadan has served as a trading hub, and here you'll find not only local products, but wares from distant lands.
I hope she takes this back to the 14th, and she's like, okay, little gremlin, you can sell necklaces now. And the gremlin's like, what's a necklace? And she's like, it's a cool thing you wear around your neck. You're gonna love it. I need to start making and selling necklaces right now. And you, Imp, I need you to make some pottery and sell it. Because, like, this whole thing, this bizarre thing is great. The Hamsa were indeed the big old birds. Okay, good. I was like, I hope I'm not describing one of the other, like, populations of people we found as big old dodo birds or whatever. That would be weird. That would be unfortunate.
Since its earliest days, Radzadan has served as a trading hub, and here you'll find not only local products, but wares from distant lands. I should mention that the vendors generally only accept payment in coin or tombstones. If there's aught you desire, I should take care of it.
So, that's what tombstones are for. Void Scent returned with them on occasion, but I never knew their purpose. They struck me as useless trinkets, and I couldn't understand your obsession with them.
On that subject, there appears to be no shops in the 13th. Do you never make bargains in which possessions are exchanged?
Ahriman, get on those monocles. Absolutely. Counterpoint bird people are cool. Yeah, the bird folks in this game are cool.
We do, but rarely. We strike bargains when we want something done. If we desire an object, we kill whoever has it.
I see. Your bargains may be likened to employment, I believe. I shall bear this in mind. With that, let us continue on. I propose we head to the High Crucible of Alchemia.
Oh, not in first person, Tina. You don't want to die. Not like this. Alchemia. Hey, there you are, Snake. What you up to? Hanging out with Fressvolger again? Same old Saturday. I want to get to know the bird folks of... Where were they? Were they in the bird folks? I can't remember. The big bird ones that were like... They were very robust looking, those big birds. Oh, it's over here, sorry. Hello, Isu. The Hanu? I can't remember. That was in Heavensward? Damn, that feels much more recent than that. Why, Master Vitra, how can we serve you this morning? If you're here for your vessel, I'm afraid we still Oh, that's why he's not in the big body. He dropped it off at the shop. That's right.
No, there is no rush. Pray take as much time as you require, and know that I have complete faith in your work.
Oh, I gotta frame him up well. I can't. Never mind.
The High Crucible is home to the finest alchemists. They are the ones who created my bodies and can provide you with healing as well.
Now that I think on it, you weren't at all surprised when I changed forms. Were you aware of my nature from the start? There was a soul occupying a vessel, not my own. It's hardly uncommon in our world. When given the chance, many shed their bodies to claim stronger ones.
Oh, you must be the rumored guest. We've been most eager to meet you. Yeah, the Amaro. Oh, yeah, I love those Amaro. Oh, my God. The little dog, camel, dragon guys. That was so cool. They do have a questline that's pretty interesting. The Hanu, how about that? If you have a moment, would you care to stay for some tea? The sisters know we'd love to hear your tales.
No, I've had enough food for now, and I can always obtain more without the need for inane chatter.
Oh, girl, you gotta get right.
Now, no need to decline outright. I dare say you are tired, so let us save it for another time and return to Megaduda.
That was so rude. I'm gonna have to stay here and drink tea with this lady. Make her feel better. It's the Vanu, not the Hanu. The Vanu sounds very familiar, yeah.
If aught catches your eye en route, do not hesitate to say so.
I'm sorry, Miss Isu, that was rude of her. She doesn't know anything about formalities. Artificial void scent are a concept we understand well, but partial void scent, now that's something that upends our established theories. I do hope I had the chance to speak with her at length and perform a few tests, perhaps. Alright. Oh, Snake, did you give me that teleport offer for Gardania so I can go get the Moogle thing? Is that what that is? I might get around to that. Maybe at the end of the show? That's also the bird folk that are outside Gardania that you can help make it. Oh, yo, you can help make an airship for those folk? That's cool. Love that. Yeah, sorry about my rude friend. She's goth. You know, you get it. So where are we heading? I think I gotta go up these stairs. If you stand still too long, the alchemists will do a science on you. Yeah. Oh, no worries, Snake. That's fine. And thank you, just came here for keeping me well watered today. It's good to stay hydrated. Oh yeah, let's haul it. Come on now. We got a scooch. Oh man, look at even the light posts are cool. Big elephant stuff. Damn. The freeloaders are staying in the bright. What could they be freeloading? Are they taking EXP? You went to grab it yourself. I gotcha. Alright, Zero. Lay it on me. I should just disband Magresta. It's me, you know, taking my sweet time with that. Oh man, a good stretch. That was a good one.
Some sort of fruit. Pitiful things, though. I'd imagine you'd eat a lot to derive any satisfaction.
Oh my god, where's Quantum? Mulberry's mentioned. Did Quantum get this far in the video game? I hope so. Quantum is like the #1 mulberry defender. Quantum Witcher, shoutouts to you and your mulberry trees.
These are mulberry trees. While the fruits are indeed edible, more important are the leaves, which we feed to silkworms.
Maybe that's why I always saw bagworms in the trees. The mulberry tree was overwhelmed always with like, honestly, maybe like caterpillars all the time. So maybe that's it. Without the creatures, we wouldn't have the silk. How about that? Maybe that's why they were. I never want to eat mulberries because I always saw the caterpillars in the trees, like thick webs of caterpillars. It was really gross.
Without the creatures, we wouldn't have the silk to make our famous Thafinarian weave. Furthermore, the bark of the tree possesses medicinal properties. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more useful plant.
Is that so? Aside from food, I wouldn't have considered any other purpose for it.
Familiar boy's voice. Master Vitra and Great. Wait, where's my boy voice? Hold on. Okay. Oh yeah, him. Right. Yeah. The orphan.
If it isn't the young Wayrad, and this must be your sister Yashra, is all well at the orphanage?
Yes, Your Excellency. The other children are very nice, and we'll look out for one another.
Oh! Just the other day, Estinian came to see us. Everyone was really excited. Truly, Estinian paid you a visit? That is well.
Oh, I'm just a little orphan boy.
Yeah.
Is she a new friend?
Friend, you know what that is?
What, you mean you don't?
She is a visitor from a faraway land, you see, and is unfamiliar with our language.
Then we'll teach you. A friend is someone you like to play with.
Well, okay. We're teaching her weird things, but okay.
Play with.
I guess in essence, yeah.
Zeno seemed to be enjoying himself when he fought you. Is that the same thing?
Yeah. Girl, it is more or less the same. Absolutely not. That was his version of playing, you know? Like when you see like big cats in their enclosures and they're like absolutely battering the hell out of a pumpkin or whatever like seasonal treat they've been given, that's playing, you know? They're playing.
I see, but is having someone to play with so fulfilling? I still don't understand why. Why he traversed such a great expanse. Why he risked life and limb for you.
He's out of his mind, that's why.
But I waste energy dwelling on such things. I am not Xenos. I stand to gain nothing by knowing his heart.
Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't explain it well.
There's no need to apologize. The fault is not yours, but mine for failing to make sense of your words.
Okay, weirdo, goodbye. Well, we better get back to our errand. Goodbye, it was nice meeting you.
Xenos' love language is stab, yeah. Xenos was a candidate for the stab emoji, but I quite like seeing Tiny stabbing a knife and also dunking a cookie seasonally. Although Holiday Xenos could have been fun.
Through Xenos, I thought I understood the ways of your world, but the more I learn of it, the more I realize how little I actually know. It's also strange, your behavior and your reasons. I find myself baffled at every turn. But the feeling is not unwelcome. I'm learning bit by bit. It was the right decision to join you.
So good. I just can't get enough of Tiny dunking a cookie. So good.
Darkness warped all life in the void, even plants. Only now do I recall flowers and the value they held.
Oh, yeah, shout out to flowers. I love them. Buried memory. Oh, we get some curry. Scallop curry. Premium scallops are simmered with a rich blend of spices to create the savor. I've never had scallop curry before. I have had scallops and they're pretty good. Pumpkin ratatouille. A peach tart. Hell yeah. And Thavnarian chai. Damn, sounds good. A smile plays upon Varshan's lips.
I believe Zero's time has been rewarding. It was in no small part due to your company. My thanks for agreeing to join us. Come, let us return to Megaduda.
Ratatouille? I think so, Alex. Okay, where'd y'all disappear to? Oh, Megaduda? Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit up the thing. Some chai would be great, yeah. The food of Endwalker is exceptional, isn't it? But scallop curry, I don't know if I've heard of that in real life. That sounds like such an interesting... Oh, I went to the wrong freaking place, my bad. Megadude is where we gotta go. Scallops are so very, like, delicate. I feel like that would go really well with the curry. Thai curry scallop sounds great, right? Welcome back, Mistress Sure. I will be heading into the guest chambers, indeed. Alright, about 10 minutes left, and then I'm gonna take a break. And, oh, we got chicken? Hell yeah. We're ready for sneaky snacks. A little salad for Yash Chola, please.
So, what are your impressions of Radzatan?
I hope he picks up that whole bowl and drinks it in one go. God, I forgot what I was saying. Oh well, I'm too busy thinking of food. But in 10 minutes, I will be taking a break to eat and feed my dog and do all that stuff. Look at the little legs on that chicken. That is a very robust chicken. It's practically a turkey.
There's a lot of mortals.
It's almost predominantly mortals. Yeah, I think largely.
Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. though they would call each other people.
We got
I
pizza? Okay, now I have some questions about what's on this table. Did she order the pizza? Was she like, can you make some pizza? And she's like, and the lady at Merritt's Main is like, get out the naan and put some cheese on it. She wants
If you
pizza.
wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal.
Though I bet a curry pizza would slap. Like some naan, and then you put a little bit of just some curry sauce on it, and then you put a little bit of like paneer on it, and then you melt it. Yeah. I guess she is white scent, so she's Italian. So she's like, so back in my place, we have pizza. I'm gonna need that.
No need.
This is
I'll
a
show
2
myself
chicken
around.
feast.
There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return.
You know,
after all.
Twavo, there was this like food trend where people would get a like chicken, some like tikka masala or something, and then dip a white sauce pizza in it, and apparently it was amazing. Like an Alfredo pizza. There was this food trend like maybe 1 or 2 years ago where folks were doing that, and it was really good. Yeah, we got one of those one of everything kids menu things. So a little bit of cheese, a little bit of pizza, and a coloring page, I hope.
While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity.
Yeah, I bet that's a good combo. If anyone's tried that combo, like the Alfredo pizza, I think it might have been specifically folks were getting it from Papa John's, but I think any local pizza joint could whip you up a white sauce kind of Alfredo style pizza, and then dip that in the tikka masala. I bet that would, I mean, already, like a chicken tikka masala is already good, so. Yeah, I think they're trying to introduce her to like, here's the hits of mortal food. You got cheese, you got pizza, you got kebabs, and you have a whole chicken. I'm glad they started with apple because it's like, I mean, if she likes this, we're kind of in. And then they're like, here's all the best that we can offer.
But if that is enough, then I
Surprised
will
there's
tell you
no,
of the
like,
events that saw
pastries on the
darkness
table, though.
engulf our world. The Contra Memoria.
The darkness. We know the guys who did that, by the way. I've killed all of them, I'm pretty sure.
We are all ears. Please.
Tangentially, you know. Most of them are out of here. Might be 1 or 2 lingering around for story purposes, though.
Long ago, light filled the world and all was at peace. But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto men.
It's the freaking Asians again. Were they wearing robes?
Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call forth fearsome beings known as Eidolons.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I do that.
The Asians. And these Eidolons are surely primals.
Oop. Don't look at my book. I know nothing of the summoning stuff. What are you talking about? I hide Carbuncle under my skirt. Just like, Carbuncle starts coming up out of my jacket. I'm like, get back down, Carby.
Then you have faced the same, and understand that when an Eidolon is birthed, strife follows. And in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer.
I'm like, sorry, my breasts are fighting. Get into the shirt, Carbuncle. You completely forgot how they say Eidolons. Yeah. How do you say it, Alex? Yeah, just like, I do that. Yeah, I summon that kind of stuff. Yeah. Look at how glossy these grapes are. Whoa. These are some gilded grapes. 1 minute, please. Grape alert. Glossy grapes on screen. Those are some good looking fruits. Kind of just all mushed together, huh? It's like they put that little apricot glaze that pastry folks like to do to make your fruit look real good. That's how they do it. Put a little glaze on it. But they glazed a basket of just standard fruits. Do you think this is some sort of strawberry tart in front of me too? It almost looks like meat.
When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos,
Oh, I bet
heroes
this is the
appeared.
Final Fantasy IV, guys.
They who were blessed with a singular power. The power to bind the ether
Eidolon
of
is how you
Eidolons
usually say. Huh?
within crystals known as Memoria.
Like Eidolon. Okay, so these folks knew how to turn bad guys into crystals. Okay. Mighty, okay.
My mother was
Eidolon.
one such Memoriate. But in fighting to save many,
Oh, cool.
she herself was touched by darkness.
Your mama was one of the Final Fantasy IV
As
heroes,
was
I
I.
bet. It's too bad I don't know anything about them. I know everything there is to know about the 4 Archfiends, though, because I heard a song about them once.
And so you were born part void sent, before the world was overcome.
How exactly did that calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph?
I bet you're right about that, Agresta, yeah.
They did.
She isn't
They
eating
expunged
anything.
the seeds of chaos and restored the peace.
The
Only
only-
to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed.
The only person who appears to have eaten anything is, I think, Estinian, who's just got bones on his plate. I think he ate a whole chicken himself. You pronounce it similarly to Alex, so like Eidolon. But your way is closer to Eidolon. Okay. I should bump up 4 a bit on the priority list. So I should beat this game a little quicker, huh? Once I beat this game, I'm going to do that thing where I don't play it for a while, just like everybody else who plays this game. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to sit here and try to milk the thing. I'm going to do the thing where I wait for them to make more video game, right? And while I do that, I'm going to play other Final Fantasies. I'm waiting for this moment. So, the heroes got corrupted by darkness. That's one of my favorite twists. When the heroes become the bad guys in the next story. That's cool.
They spread the taint, transforming men into monsters, what you call void sent, and raised armies to wage new wars.
Spread the taint. Okay. That's
Not
very
the first
sensitive
to be
tissue.
corrupted by power, nor the last.
Love this cool new outfit this guy's got on.
Some defied temptation and held fast to the light. My mother and I
Good
among
for
them.
her. Good for her. Estinian did have optional dialogue when you were leading him around early Endwalker. Like, I enjoy Hamsa meat. And Hamsa was like, excuse me? So he is eating the chicken, so yeah. It wouldn't surprise you. You've seen the word written prior to pretty much this exact quest moment. Okay, I gotcha.
For years and years we fought, but it was not enough. And when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken, so too was the world.
Love
The
your shoes, by
flood
the way.
of
This is maybe an
darkness.
inappropriate time to tell you this, but your shoes look great. Once I beat the game, I have to prog an ultimate 4 hours a day. Ugh, God. You don't want to see me do that, Magressa. It'd be like, oh, God, I'm sorry, guys. I was thinking about food, so I stopped playing the video game shortly, and now everyone's dead. You don't want to see that? My ADHD
The
ass? I
stars
can't do
faded
ultimate
from the
stuff.
heavens as a
Absolutely
pall
not.
black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality.
I can't wait to tell that this was a oopsie doodle by the Asians. Hey, 2 folks were assigned your world and they goofed it up majorly. I think I killed them already though. Pretty sure I got rid, or they died from it.
I
But
was
either way, they're
cast
not a
into
problem.
the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity.
2,000 polls where we profusely apologize every time when everyone dies. Yeah, I'll be like, oh God, I'm sorry, everybody. That was probably my fault in some way. The magic thing Tina does where she actually does the mechanic. Yeah. I love that. I love being like, oh, I don't know about that. And then slightly walking away and then just escaping the thing.
Until I came upon
I
a
get
crack,
lucky so often.
tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through
But you were like this
and
back.
find my world changed beyond recognition into the lightless waste you saw.
Oh, wait, maybe she wasn't Shane then.
So that is how you were able to escape becoming a void sent in full.
Okay, she bust through it, so she wasn't Shane yet. Okay.
I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. Were I like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured.
Folks
We, the
love
lost,
tilting their broom
are
down so you
better
can only see the
equipped
bit
to
of their eye,
survive
huh?
in a lost world.
Hey, heart of the party, good to see you. That bird looks good, right? That's a juicy, succulent looking chicken. I'm like, I'm waiting for us to say grace so I
lost
can
world,
eat.
you
I'm like,
say?
can we please? This is a good story, but can I please eat? I'm hungry. Estinian got a head start, and all he's got left on his plate is bones now.
I wouldn't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not?
But like, up until this, I literally thought it was inaccessible. You know.
What are you getting at?
Up until this, the way the Asians were talking about the 13th was like, yeah, it blew up. We can't get there anymore. We screwed up majorly.
To explain requires that we initiate you into the truth of the source and its reflections. Be warned that this will take a while.
That'll happen after dinner, right? We gotta eat. Speaking of which, after this cutscene rolls, it's time for my break. Also, in about 1 minute, the ad break is gonna run. I thought that would be happening while I was eating. Boy, you're about to get so bad people that don't exist anymore. Don't worry. Oh god, I gotta tell her about like the remember us, we once lived bit, and then I summoned them back, and the edge of the world, and all that jazz. Boy, this is gonna really. You might want to have another apple. That one looked a little large, you know.
Unlike the worlds that have been rejoined, mine still.
So some of the worlds are just like gone, right?
The Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome. So the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th. But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction.
Yeah. At some point, somebody, maybe Emmett, said, we haven't figured out how to fix it yet, so we just leave it alone. You just figured it was just... yeah, I thought it was just like a black hole. It was just like swirling around. Giving her the rundown Arbor. I'm like, all right, I'll go. So there's this guy that's stuck inside my heart forever because I trapped him there. He thought he was doing something. He really thought he was doing something. But the thing he was doing was annoying the hell out of me. But I think he sacrificed himself in a way to like stop a world from getting flooded with light. And then to stop him from talking, I had him kill one of the big guys involved in the bad stuff. But it turned out he was a good guy the whole time. Oh my god. Anyway,
Which,
time for buttered rolls.
Some intrepid young souls succeeded in restoring life back to lands thought lost to light. Which gives me cause to hope the day may yet come when life springs forth anew.
Gaia mentioned. Eden mentioned. Some intrepid young folks. That's gotta be Miss Eden, right? And sorry, Miss Gaia and Reen, my daughter. The 13th is the first Sims house where you spend all your money on useless things and your Sims die of hunger. So you just leave it there and you try not. You're like, yeah. They're just gonna be neighbors now. And then whenever they come over to your world, they're like, I need your food. And you're like, oh god, get these people out of my house. It's just like the Void Sense. Man, no wonder. Thank you for the Sims analogy. It clicks in there, Agresta.
Of course, these are only possibilities. I offer no guarantees. But having experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most to speak on the matter.
I hope that when we restore balance to the area, that it's still like a poop monster wandering around and like an imp and stuff. And that they don't become like just some guys or whatever. I don't want to see that. I want to see poop monster.
I don't understand.
But I want them to be selling jewelry.
Why would you say these things? As if you mean to...
Listen, we got time in our hands. I need to take another project up. I guess I'll save your world, you know.
But
save this one.
The sole reason you came to the Void was...
To find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more.
Estinian setting the bar low.
But we Scions, former Scions, begging your pardon, have a habit of not leaving
You're
well
very
enough
bad
alone.
at cloaking this. Very bad. It's so important that we keep this fiction up that we're not hanging out with each other, even though we are seen hanging out with each other.
Don't they, my friend?
That's right. And the habit he's talking about is me eating crystals because I'm sitting here eating some jewelry because I'm so hungry. I'm like eating my necklace, telling people it's a candy necklace, but it's not. It's
Restoring
just
the light
gems.
would serve our efforts to find and free Ashdaya. There is no reason not to try.
If we get it from the stable without eating, I'll be so
Do
pissed.
as you will. I have no desire to save that world.
That's what you say now. Yeah, we got 5 patches
Be that
filled
as
before
it
Dawn
may.
Trail.
We will have need of your power when next we face Voidsent.
There's a lot to do in the meantime. Precisely, Alex. We're just a bunch of dumbasses who love to save the day.
You know how it works.
Welcome
if
to
you
the
want
club.
my help, you must pay my price.
Do you not see the apples and lemons in front of you? I hope she tries to eat a lemon.
And now that you've drawn Golbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more.
I wonder if, like, the final price she'll ask is to have, like, Asdaya's essence, and then, like, kind of becomes her. I don't know. Because they were saying, like, if you suck up somebody's essence too much, you become them. So.
I will consider this a deposit.
It's a good bit. Yeah, Zero and Cooking Way become the Lemon Haters Alliance. Except for that lemon poppy seed muffin. We're eating, right? Okay. Thank God. I eat a whole turkey myself. And then I unhinge my jaw and I drop a pineapple in. And then you can see the outline of the pineapple in my throat as I'm swallowing it down. Okay. It's time for me to take my food break, because clearly I got food on the brain. So, I'm going to send us to the break screen. I'm going to put on a little bit of music. And in the meantime, hope you enjoy this music. I'm going to get some food. I have hiccups. Yeah. I'm going to eat. I'm going to feed my dog. I'm going to check in on my folks. And when I return in about 15 to 20 minutes, I will see you all for some more Final Fantasy XIV. See you soon. So, I am back. I had an egg roll. I got to feed the dog, check on my folks. Dad's kind of in pain right now, so he had to take some extra pain meds for it. So I might have to be on the lookout, make sure there's nothing funky going on with my dad later today. So if you see my mom pop in, that's probably what it's about. You had the rest of the lentil stew. Very nice. The game she plays. I hope it was delicious. Now, remind me, you had some potatoes in this lentil stew. What else was going in this that made it so delicious? Also, why right now would my nose be tickling me? Why are you like this? There's nothing in there. Nothing at all is in there. Potatoes, 2 types of lentils, onions, and homemade stock. Very hearty. I mean, lentils are very hearty, so... But that sounds like a good belly full of food right there. The music in this app is naturally much louder anyway. That's true. Yeah. I really enjoy... I'm having a great time using this Epidemic sound. I'm just glad that all I have to do is like... This is not an ad for them. I am paying to use the service. But I had such a nightmare using Pretzel Rocks where like... It would just crash all the time. It would take like 20 minutes to use it. I don't know what was going on, but it just eventually stopped working on my computer, so switching over to Epidemic has been very helpful. Plus, we got tons of new music, so. You finished eating on time? Welcome back, Just a Game Hero. You're here exactly perfectly on time because I'm going to get back to Final Fantasy XIV. Stella ate her dinner, by the way, very well. Even though all I put in it was cheese because I didn't see if we had any extra meat to throw in it, so I put in a few little shreds of cheese. Plus her flea and tick medicine, which she liked. What's up with all these industry standard apps being crashy messes? I don't get it. It's driving me nuts though. I could not abide by it. Yeah, good for Stella. She ate her flea and tick meds. Which I think I could give to her as like a little nugget treat. Like it was sort of like almost a little meaty treat, but I always shred it up for her anyway and put it in the meal. Alright, let's chat with Varshan. We've got Zero in our care here in our dimension. So we're talking about maybe going back to hers and looking for Varshan's sister, Asdaya.
Though our time in the void was short, we managed to ascertain that my sister yet lives, and it cannot be overstated how fortunate we are to have met Zero. But the greater blessing is nevertheless you, my friend, for your encouragement to embark on my search anew. And your help in overcoming the challenges thus far.
Is this the part where they tell me you gotta wait until we make more story because we're working on it? Oh, hold on now. Little Dookie Demon got out. Interesting.
Golbez and his minions will seek to stymie our efforts. Of this we can be sure.
But with you at my side, I have confidence we'll succeed. That we can find a way to liberate my sister. And that we shall return home together.
It's a dookie demon! He got out of the toilet. I don't know. That was not good. Guess look at the money. I have like no spaces left. Keeping my eye on you, Dookie Demon. Oh god, there's like so much makeup powder on my monitor. I can see all the dust on it. I have to dust soon. Sheesh. Ugh. I wonder how much of my makeup ends up in my computers. This will eventually ruin my PCs, I'm sure. I should probably do my makeup not next to fans, huh?
First Scarmiglione.
Scarmiglione.
And now Barbaricia. Useless, the
Barbaricia.
both of them.
Sorry.
It was no lie.
I will keep
They
doing it though.
conspire with a Memoria.
That's Rubicante right there.
And their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere.
Look how big this man is. What are you so big for?
If I may, my
He's
lord,
gotta eat a lot of
I have a plan
essence to get there.
eliminate them.
Yeah, next one's Rubicante. Let's go.
In order to guarantee success, however, I will
Kainaza.
require Kanyetso's cooperation.
Oh, two at once?
Yeah, there's sport to be had, then I'll play along. As much as I dislike following your lead, I have no patience for screaming.
He's the opposite of what's that little waist for, right? What's that big
Well
body
and
for?
good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure.
Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition.
Well,
Even should I be consumed
not that,
by
Manny.
other flames, I will
Rubicante.
pave the way for one and all.
Then I will trust in your oath and your plan.
He's serving Rubicant. That's what we can say, Manny.
We will give you cause to rejoice, my lord. This I vow.
Good luck, buddy. You're up against the best that ever did it.
Some excitement for a change.
I like how jolly this guy sounds. I probably said that last time we talked to him. I enjoy some jolliness. He's got the World of Warcraft pauldrons, exactly Kumatsu. I just feel like capes are so dangerous when you're going downstairs. What if you trip? You gotta be
No
careful.
sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost,
Oh, now we
I
get to
will
hear what he's
not
doing it for.
halt my steps. The prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall.
Is that Ascian, or is that like his little brother or something?
What irony that the blessed damned should set us free.
Something to say at the Christmas table this year, I guess. And also, you know, pass the cornbread.
As I swore so long ago.
That's me, though. Because I swore so long ago. Not anymore, though. I've sworn off swearing. Yeah, I pursue what I believe to a righteous crusade, but I still call my minions archfiends. I'm the good guy. Definitely. Look at how beefy that bicep is. What the hell you doing? We should see him on the pull-up bar.
The gate lies open. At long last, my ambition shall be fulfilled.
It's a good read. That was a good read on that. Don't zoom in on like the 2-pixel eyeball he has there. You're waiting for... You gotta do something while you wait for the oven to preheat. You might as well... At last, my ambition for pizza shall be fulfilled. Bread Baron, I shall have ye yet. My archfiend's Freshetta.
the Red Baron, Screaming Sicilian, and of course, Dijono.
Rorson's eyes seem to brighten at your arrival. Thank God. I'm here, buddy. Woo, we're on to 6.3, woo. And they do the title cards for it now these days. Game she plays, I'm excited. As much of a good guy as Jack Chaos Must Die Garland, I mean, we all have our predilections, don't we, Manny?
Ah, Kriya, as always. Who the hell is this? I like your sword.
You got a wolf in your sword? That's wild. That's nuts, man. That's a cool look. Okay, but you're like in front of my little guy. Can you move? You're like in front of my little guy.
Ah, Kriya, at last. As always, your timing is fortuitous. I wish to share with you news concerning Zero. You'll recall that in exchange for Aether, she agreed to aid us in our search for my sister. At Yashtola's suggestion, I began providing said Aether in the form of food. Zero has found this arrangement to be agreeable and has been eating steadily.
I hope she brings back some apples to the 13th, you know. Saving the world with Newman's Own pizza, one at a time, yeah. Can't tell if that's lighting or bleach tips. I think that's bleach tips, which is an interesting choice, but one I kind of appreciate. There's an option menu to hide players around quest NPCs. Oh, interesting. It's an interesting idea. But sometimes it helps because it can tell you where, like, an important thing is, you know, because you see everybody congregating there.
In large part due to that, she claims to have already made a full recovery. If you and the others are ready as well, I would set forth to the void once more. Excellent. I shall inform Yashtrola and Mistinian, and then collect my other vessel from the alchemists. I shall be big next.
We only hide when you approach. Oh, okay. I might tap into that then.
In the meantime, can I ask you to fetch Zero? She has been absent when I visited her chambers earlier. I suspect you'll find her in the corridor connecting Yuge and Kama. Seems she's grown partial to the view of the city it affords. Once we have attended our respective tasks, let us gather here.
Can't wait to hear what the Dawn Trails thing is. Yeah, kind of guy. Okay. Oh, I have to go through here, that's right. Nope, I don't have to go through here. I'm wrong, I'm reading the map incorrectly. Okay. Can I, no, I can't. Okay. Can at least be slightly faster. Just slightly. You think the Dawn Trails thing is kind of cute. Okay. This one is like, it feels like you're about to embark upon a sad quest that is fated to end terribly. Which I was shocked that it kind of didn't. Thought for sure more people were gonna die. Like, no one died forever. I'm not even entirely sure if Xenos is dead. Honestly, a mild letdown, right? But I understand that they've made these folks so marketable, it would be probably bad to kill off the guys they can make little statues of for the rest of their lives, you know? I'm sure there's plenty of statues of characters who have died in their other Final Fantasies, though, you know? I'm not gonna say some characters have died in case folks are still working through those narratives, but you know what I mean? You know who I mean. I thought that person's name was Dimitri, and I was about to get so excited. But the heart tree is very good. On the same note, it's fine for media to not do the whole kill off the protagonist for shock and drama thing. A bunch of people did die, but it wasn't like the Scions. We didn't even lose anybody in our like B squad. Like the redheaded guy didn't kick it, or like the blue-haired Julius guy, he didn't kick it either. Thought for sure some of those folks would die. The guy Sickard, he didn't die. He's just still kicking around. No need to ride that train that got really big with Game of Thrones and all, yeah. I appreciate that. It's a more hopeful narrative, you know. I'm trying to, yeah, they should take out Colt in it, alright? I think if you killed Hori Boulder, Colton would be sad forever.
Everyone is so...
It would be pretty tragic.
Carefree.
You know, it would be very tragic, because then, like, Ochre would be sad too, his big brother Ochre. Yeah. I knew I'd get you with that one, Kimchi Place. Sorry. Yeah, the thing is, we're just pretending that we don't do work anymore, but, like, we're still doing it. We're just not calling ourselves a science anymore. Even that we're bad at doing, though.
Unafraid and unconcerned in spite of their weakness, and how easily their lives could be torn apart in an instant.
You're standing next to a person, by the way.
Such
Sarah.
luxuries
You know
are
that.
lost to us. We have no hopes or dreams, and even the release of death. Only hunger.
Another good monologue to do while you're waiting for the pizza, for sure.
Others are a means to an end. At times, a literal one.
Look at all these cool NPCs they got walking around.
We forge covenants with men and come here to feed. Or to die.
Yeah, that's right. You come
I
here
thought
and
it
you
would
get
be no
got.
different
That's
when
it's
I
it
was
for you.
summoned by Xenos.
But what did
Lives
he
were
do?
tools to him, to be used and discarded at whim. In that respect, he was a void-sent at heart.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a
But
hero
towards
consultant
you,
now.
And you alone, he behaved differently. And I cannot fathom why.
I mean, take it in, girl. I think you can fathom why. It's all this. I think it's all of this, you know. This is better for when preheating. The oven is taking longer than you thought, yeah. Or you just baked a potato for an hour, but you gotta wait for it to cool, right, NRL? You gotta wait.
What was it that drove him? What made him choose such an end?
Baby, he was bananas. He was straight up banana bread with nuts in it. Straight up. Out of his mind. He was inside our body
But enough
once.
about
We
that
should tell her
man.
that story.
He is dead and we are all better for it.
He is dead and we're all better for it. Things you don't want people to say after you kick the bucket, right? Oh boy.
Why are you here? Was there something you needed?
I mean, from a narrative sense, though, I wouldn't say that about Xenos. From a him killing a bajillion of people, definitely we're all better for it, you know. Look at my little eyebrows. I love my pissy little eyebrows. They're so good.
So you're heading back now.
Just bitchy eyebrows.
Then as per our bargain, I will go as well.
You want to take some apples with you, or that get sucked up, I guess, by the guys over there. People celebrating. It's like, you know, it's very Christmas Carol, you know, the day Ebenezer dies, and they're like, I got his sheets! You don't want that to be you. To live in a way that it's people aren't like cackling at your bedside about how they took the sheets off your deathbed. You know? You don't want the we're reprehensible. You don't want those guys coming to your bedside once you kick it. I don't think that'll happen to any of you out there, though. Don't worry about that. But I'm thinking, you know, if you're a billionaire, you gotta watch out for those folks who'll steal your pen and pencils. I better sprint. Let's get a move on. Are we gonna? Oh, so we're watching. So part of our this holiday season is I am watching some. Speaking of the Christmas Carol, I am watching some Christmassy movies this season with y'all on Discord. Scrooged is a Christmas Carol, basically, isn't it? And there's Home Alone, which I don't know if anybody dies in that one, but they sure do almost put those bandits out of their lives. So that'll be fun to see a different take on the Christmas Carol story. I was gonna see the Muppets, but I think I might save that for seeing it with my folks. Hey, we got Big Varshawn. Let's go.
Everyone is here?
Voiced.
Good. Let us set forth for the void once more.
Never been so happy. I don't know if you'll have the same visceral reaction to a cutscene being voiced, but I love it. It fills me with joy. Hey, and no
What
one's
is it?
gonna mention the Dookie monster? They took like 10 people's HP worth of damage, yeah. You okay, bud? Are you sending a quick message to everybody, or?
He's calling.
Are you doing that, or is that somebody else, or what's going on now?
What is the meaning of this?
Ain't that you?
Unless I'm mistaken, that was intended for one of your kin. Who?
But you don't know what
It
that
was
thing's
for the
doing?
briefest of moments, but I felt her. Ashdire.
Was she the Dookie monster that slipped in? Hey, is that not your big boy body?
Void. As
Well,
did
what the
I.
hell is going on?
Yet the presence was unmistakable.
I don't know what I'm seeing in this video game right now.
Thus did I call out, only for it to fade and vanish.
Oh, he did a quick little swap ski. Got into the big body and was like, "Hey, wait, is that you?" And then the stuff went away.
Perhaps she crossed over to the source, then immediately turned back.
I do not know.
Hmm.
Could she have found a way home?
Or could something that ate her essence have popped in and popped out?
The how of it aside, if she was indeed in the source, there may be clues where she came through that could lead us back to her.
She was in the sauce, simmering.
Where
in
exactly
it.
was it that you felt her presence?
Makes so much sense now.
Far to the north. That was all I could discern.
The north, you say? Beyond the bounty? Garlemald?
As good a place to start as any.
Are we not going to address the little Dookie monster that slipped out in the previous cutscene? Was that nothing?
My apologies, Zero, but your return to the void will have to wait.
Was that just a joke?
I told you before that I have no reason to go back there. Do as you will.
All right.
They're gonna
I
definitely
presume you wish to
address
stay
it.
here in Radzatan until we return.
I'm thinking that little Dookie monster ate a little bit of that dragon essence, nibbled on Asdaya, and then went up north. And then we're gonna go fight it, and it's a big Dookie monster now. Hey, I hope you got your coat on, because it's gonna get cold. You sure that's
You've
fine
kept
and normal?
me amply
Okay.
fed. I wouldn't be averse to helping you on your search.
Plus, just by being here, you're like sucking up good vibes. So, I love this lip color on Yeshua, by the way.
If Ashdaya
Kinda
was
like a
indeed
teddy bear
here,
nude.
other void scent may have made the journey as well.
I want someone to acknowledge the Dookie monster. Exactly. The final boss of Endwalker is Big Dookie, because they defeated
Very
the
well.
original Dookie.
We would welcome your company.
Of course.
If it's decided, then I'll contact our associates in Garlemald.
Oh, I had to see them again. It better not be that blue hair boy. Did y'all refresh your water, by the way? I hope you refreshed your water on the break. There's a long stream, about an hour and a half left to go. The Kaka Commander.
It's me. Still talking everyone's ears off, I trust?
The dumpy despot. And thanks. Yes, I appreciate that. Talking everyone's ears off.
Understood. We'll see you there.
I'm worried about this. Who is it? Who is our most talkative one?
We're to rendezvous at Tertium.
Maybe it's the kids. Did they go up to Garlemald? I can't remember who went up to Garlemald. Oh, wait, Dragon Man, you ever been up there?
We'll need to teleport to make it there in time. Can you?
I don't know about that. It's the one from Dogma. See, now, I'm assuming that's a movie. Kevin Smith shows up to help. Okay.
Aye.
He has some water. Good.
I know it well from my time as an avatar.
Oh, that's convenient.
Then it seems we're all set.
Oh, she
If
can
there's
definitely make
nothing
it back to
else,
Garlemald
let
then.
us see to our final preparations.
Considering that's where Xenos was spending a bit of time. God's revel, lands tremble. Fun. Isn't that cute? This is cute. I like these, so they should go back and do these for all of them. Do it. Alanis Morissette plays God in Dogma. I don't know if that's true. That sounds like such a wild fact. you know. Hi, Smee. Good to see you. A cold reunion. Estinian is understandably bewildered.
By all counts, as Jaya is Golbez's prisoner, yet if she was in the source, it could be that she managed to escape from the void, if only for a fleeting moment.
That's absolutely not what it is.
But that's mere conjecture. If we want the truth, we must go and find it. Let's make for Tertium. Our friends are waiting.
Are we teleported? Are we getting free teleported? And Alan Rickman's in it? What? Oh, she's wearing her little winter. Oh, her little winter outfit. That seems somehow less warm than your previous outfit. But it is cable knit, so it's kind of cute. All right, Estinian, what do you got? Cable knit armor? I wish she had cable knit armor on. That would be so funny. It would go pretty hard right now before Shadowbringers get hit with the Requiem for Heroes start hot. Right? That would be sickening. I love it. Oh, Varshan, you look so cute. Oh, he should have a big scarf that covers his face. You know, Navdeen should have bundled him up like all the way to the ears. Like, you're gonna catch a cold out there. Make sure you put on your mittens. He's like, this is just a body. I don't feel cold. It's an automaton. Oh, wait. Now you're... Hold on, Twafo. I thought you were telling me the truth. But are you... I think you're pulling my leg. Earmuffs that cover his horns would be so cute. Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, he should be bundled up like the Christmas Story Kid. And Attribute, I am glad you're enjoying that gift sub from Manny. I appreciate you. And you know what? That might be our first resub of the day. I don't know. Some of the 101 ways to praise kids. I'm proud of you, Attribute, and also you are unique, and I appreciate your presence here, honestly. Sharing your uniqueness with us. You think Alanis Morissette was actually naked in her thank you video? Should be on the same level as, did you know that Viggo Mortensen broke his toe in Lord of the Rings after he kicked the helmet? I agree. That's a fun fact, though. I appreciate it. Got Zero here. Did you put on an extra scarf? Hey, here's Magresta. Looking cool as always. Oh, look at that cool fit. I love it. It's kind of, did I say this last time? It's giving sexy newsies. I love it. It's a good look. It's so good. It's modern yet classic.
Any moment
It's got
now.
that Burberry scarf that everyone loves, you know.
My friends.
Oh,
It's
the
good
little
to see you
talkative.
again.
That's why he was saying it. I was keeping my fingers and toes crossed that it wasn't Thancred. But thank God it's Alpha No, the chatty Cathy. Yes, thank God. And there's nobody falling behind them. Look at these two. I just want to pinch their cheeks. Love it.
And you. I was worried that the cold wouldn't agree with you, but you're both looking quite well.
Sexy cab driver's a look. I love it.
You get used to it. It helps that there's no shortage of fuel and heaters like before.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure this boy's picking up sticks all the
Glad
time.
to hear it. Have you been working in Garlemald all this time?
We have. Though the worst is behind them, the people still have a long road ahead.
How is your day today, Smee?
With the
I hope you've
nation
been
in
well.
ruins
And you
the
too,
leadership void
Attribute.
yet
How
to
are
be
you?
filled, there remains a lack of direction, a pervasive sense of aimlessness and worry.
Are they still playing that sad Soviet song on the radio, though? Please tell me yes. That was so good.
Still, everyone wants to make things better. And we're here to help.
Look
A
at
lot
their
of
little
Garlands wanted nothing to
turtlenecks.
do with us, but they're starting to come round. Slowly, but surely.
Look at the cute little turtlenecks. Oh my god. Matching turtlenecks. Their mom is like uncontrollably evil to put them in matching turtlenecks. At least she gave them differently colored coats, but like, you gotta help folks out. You gotta help folks out. Give them a little sense of individuality here and there. So we could be like, that one's Alice A. Sounds like quite the undertaking, kids.
Indeed,
I would love to
it
hear a
has not
story,
been
Smee.
easy. But we've been able to make progress thanks to the cooperation of like-minded souls.
I love stories.
The allied nations continue to send supplies, which allow us to meet basic needs such as food and shelter.
Oh, this is going to help Zero see that you can build something from nothing. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Euless and a number of soldiers have begun a restoration initiative, with more and more volunteers joining by the day.
Zero's gonna get in on all of our diplomatic bullcrap. You know it. She's gonna be like, damn, you guys are doing a lot.
Like Alphino said, they've got a long road ahead of them. But we'll get there together. One step at
Despair.
a time. But enough about events here. What brings you to us? And with new company besides?
Alice does not sound happy to see Zero.
This may take rather a long time to explain, but bear with me.
I'm so sorry that Yashel has to do this literally every time we meet somebody new. Well, we meet up with one of our friends and have to tell them about who the hell Zero is. And there you have it, kids. That's how people are made.
The 13th. After traveling to the edge of existence, I thought you'd keep your escapades closer to home for a while.
I got bored. Yeah, so Steve paid a lot of money for a treasure map.
Not that I'm one to talk, of course.
But he did it on purpose this time. He did it to help an orphan or whatever, or something like that.
The heart of an adventurer cannot be denied.
You sound like a dad, Alphino. That was such a dad read. He should be like stiffening a newspaper right now. Like, well, the heart of a venture cannot be denied.
Room enough for me and Grahar in the undersea vault.
Oh, poor Alice, missing out. My kids. I thought you were sorry. ... I thought you were busy. ... Everyone's cross with me. Pouting.
I know. I only meant to tease. Mostly.
Mm-hmm. She actually is mad. That's when you know she's mad.
But on a more serious note, are we sure it's wise to keep Xenos' former avatar around?
Yeah. Oh, hey, don't say that too loud here, honestly.
I understand how you came to work together, but nevertheless...
I would not mention Xenos here in Garlemald.
You're right to be cautious. I'm a void sent, after all. But do not conflate me with Xenos. To recall my time in his service, it angers me.
Huh. Except you were looking for his friend.
Is that so? I think we'll get along just fine, you and I.
Yeah, she, like, almost punched Xenos, I think, so.
Now that we are all caught up, to the matter at hand.
So I'm freezing my dragon ass off over here. Could we please move? There's a boy and girl twins in your family. They don't look alike. They must be fraternal twins. I think that's what it's called. Maybe just gave Hero.
As we were about to resume our search in the void, I felt the presence of my sister Ajdaya in the source. Somewhere in the far north. Perhaps even here in Galmald.
This lighting is terrible. We gotta get him out there in the natural light.
If you have seen or heard anything out of the ordinary,
like a big dragon,
I must know.
Kids, have you seen a Dookie monster?
As a matter of fact, we may have.
It must be a Dookie monster.
In recent days, we have had to contend with a surprising number of void sent. And not the lesser kind that occasionally manifest, but ones possessed of considerable power.
Good thing the kids are spread out, huh? It just kills me to come back to me.
By whom?
Cutting back to me with my sunglasses on, expressing zero emotions. You think medium Dookies? I think these are large Dookies.
As reminded us, practitioners of a certain traditional Garlean art rely upon void-sent servants.
There you go. That's what Snake was talking about earlier. The Reapers. They are practitioners of a certain art.
While there are no known Reapers left in Garlemald, we can't rule out the possibility that some are working in secret.
Okay, it's story time from Smee. You're not sure how much anyone here knows about the unhoused community, so you're going to talk with the assumption that everyone does know. You have a woman who has been experiencing delusions and schizophrenic multiple personality disorder symptoms, heavily for days straight. No showering, no eating, no sleeping. She has attributions for many of these feelings in people. An entire book, so to speak, of symbolism and imagery that she describes to you. Okay, interesting. Fascinating.
To
I
summon not
eagerly
one,
await
but
part 2.
several powerful Voidsent is no small feat. But if Ashdaya was indeed called from the void,
She's summoned? That can't be it. Looks like the ad break starts in about 40 seconds, by the way. Thereabouts.
Then it is likely the same party is responsible. Alternatively, the etheric confluence at the Tower of Babel may have triggered an expansion of natural fissures one could use to cross over. But I think that improbable, if not impossible.
Then we must assume these events have indeed been orchestrated.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It was the Dookie
summoned or
each
no,
time, I'm sure.
we've been trying to track them to their origin. It's the mountains to the east, we think.
Can you guide us there?
I would, but the terrain is too difficult to traverse on foot. Nor is flying an option due to the winds.
Dang, if only we could ride like a big dragon around there. Is it stretch time? Okay. These are good hand stretches. You become a trusted staff member to her, so much that she talks to the other staff about you when you're not around. Anyway, you were working in another part of the shelter today, and she told your partner that you need to call 911 because Smee is dying. Really? What? Oh, that's no good, Smee. That's no good.
too much ground to
What
cover
happened?
in any case. Is there no way to narrow it down?
Why did she think that you
There
were
is
dying?
one place we thought to look first. An isolated village rumored to have once been home to a Reaper order.
Oh boy, an isolated village. Can't wait.
That would indeed make an excellent start. Though the question of how to get there remains.
Oh no, Tiny. Unlock me, Tiny. Tiny, stop
Eunice
tracking.
may be of assistance.
Position
Let us
1,
return
Tiny.
to Camp Broken Glass and consult him.
Not Euless. Oh, God. I don't remember the voice I gave him. Oh, well. I guess it's good that this fella didn't die, huh? Just talking about him. I appreciate you sort of languishing here, Agresta. I surely better be able to do this. Here we go. Let's fly around. Wait, can I? Can at least walk. Alrighty, Camp Broken Glass. Must be around here. Let's just teleport. I don't need to walk. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, hold on. It might be easier with this. Oh god, it might be easier with this. Okay, there we go. 70 gil, saves me a few seconds. Why not? Alright. This place is looking kind of the same as usual. But at least the music's nice. Alright, Euless, lay it on me. Please tell me you're voiced also. Welcome back for the ad break, by the way, folks. Just in time for a Euless scene, and hopefully he's voiced. Oh, God! I don't remember what voice I gave Euless. That was like 5 months ago. I don't remember what... Oh, he sounds surprisingly like me. Oh, Kriya, what a welcome surprise. Okay. So your partner didn't comply with the order, but later told you how this happened. Then 10 minutes of you hearing about this conversation, you walk out the back door to take the trash out. You see your shelter manager out in front with the sheriff. Oh, no. And you're watching ambulances and firefighters pull into the parking lot. The cops tell you that they got a call saying that Smee is very badly hurt, and your heart sank. He had to explain to them the severity of the situation with his client and how she's attached herself to you. Oh, God, Smee. How did she... Do you think she made the call? Since your partner at the shelter didn't? Oof. Oh, boy. She's experiencing something which is heavily exaggerated. Yeah, she's just exaggerating. Your heart broken to pieces. I bet. Yeah. Oh, she made the call? Ugh. Oh, boy. And then the sheriff was there, too? That's wild. I'm quite shocked. So she must have really laid it on thick. about like how you were hurt. I wonder what the story was that she told them the sheriff would show up. That's terrible, Smee. Is there something that could be done to, like, I don't even know how this... Yeah, that's very scary, Smee. Exactly. That's really, really scary. And what a scary situation that you got put in, that you have to then be like, I'm not dying. This person isn't well. Because you know that, like, I don't know if it's like a crime to place a false call, but it's certainly looked down upon. To like make a false claim to 911. Okay, nobody did anything. Everybody left and she stayed. Do you think you'll have to have a conversation with her about this? And did she explain why she did this? Like, was it because she was worried about you leaving her? Or do you think she truly perceived that you were dying? She truly, like, thought that you were dying in this state that she's in, you know? That's terrible, Smee. That sounds like a horrible day. I'm really sorry you went through that today. That's really, really rough. I'm hoping that somebody can have a talk with her. I hope that she feels better soon, so that this like intense mental strain that's on her will be freed from her, and that she's able to kind of, you know, come back to reality. But that's awful, Smee. I too appreciate you sharing it with us, though. And now here's my very smooth segue back to reading the dialogue of this video game. I'm sorry that I had to do this so inelegantly, but I see you're traveling with a large crew as well. Not to suggest that it's an inconvenience for us, we'd be happy to share our supplies with you and your allies should you require any. Apologies if we interrupt you, Ulyss, but there's a matter we wish to discuss. We just finished our routine briefing, so you've come at a good time. Is this about the Void Scent? It is. From what we can discern, they're coming from the mountains to the east. Practitioners of Reaper Arts once lived in that area, did they not? Yes, they did have a village there in the Lapis Manalis Caverns. The Scythe wielders forged pacts of the Void Scent and took to battle with the beings at their side. For time, they played an invaluable role in our military. The advent of Magitech saw that fall out of favor. And then some were unmasked as insurrectionists. The order was outlawed. The village is believed to be long abandoned. My sister has been taken captive by the Void Scent. I sense her presence in this land, and I have come in search of her. Oh, by the way, I'm a big dragon. By the way, in case you didn't know. If the Void Scent have been sighted here, I believe there is a connection. We should like to investigate these caverns you mentioned, but Alphino tells us they're not easily reached. I'm afraid so. Deep snow and tumultuous winds rule out the walking and flying. If you want to get anywhere, you're going to need a Magitech snowcraft. Alas, the last remaining functional one we had is broken down. It should still be over in Cerulean Ignans, where it was abandoned. Is there anyone who can fix it? Perhaps the former engineers at Tapper's Den? Their duty included transporting cerulean tanks to Juturna Platform G using the snowcraft. I expect they had to maintain a few of them over the years. This Garlemald area, it reminds... I haven't played this Final Fantasy game yet, but there's a Final Fantasy game which starts off with, like, a bunch of, like... I think it might be Magitech armor. It's, like, a bunch of mechs, like, churning through the snow in... with, like, the camera basically, like, right over the mechs. Such an interesting perspective. Is that 6? Is, like, Garlemald from 6? Is Magitech from 6? That's worth looking into, I'd say. In the course of delivering provisions, I've come to know the people here quite well. If they can help us, I'm sure they will. Okay, so Garlemald isn't from 6. But 6 is one of your favorite intros. It seems really cool. It's very cinematic. And by the way, Smee, I'm going to scroll up and read your previous comment. I just wanted to finish this cutscene because I feel like dealing with the subject you're talking about right now, I don't want to be like serious, and then silly, you know. Garlemald's in 4? Ooh, what an interesting connection to these Archfiends then. Too bad it's the worst. You think 6 is the worst Final Fantasy? Oh, let's tussle. Okay, Twafo would like to fight. Who would like to fight Twafo today?
May I ask that you accompany her? Given the presence of the Void Scent, it's best that we avoid traveling alone.
Of course, yeah. Okay. You have to battle Twapa to the death. What do you think is the worst Final Fantasy Smee? Oh no, you have riled up everybody, and Arel shall fight you as well.
In the meantime, will you not tell me more about this mountain? I would like to learn as much as I can before commencing our search in earnest.
Come with me, I'll introduce you to someone who's well versed in local geography.
Alice, was it? I wish to speak with you. In that case, why won't you come with us to Tapper's Den? We can chat along the way.
Let's talk about how much we hated Xenos. Okay. So then you were off work a bit later. She was claiming that we keep dead bodies upstairs and downstairs, and that you were involved in that? Almost like somebody was killing you? Golly, Smee. Oh boy. I hope that your manager can really help with that. I hope that your manager can step in and be like, all right, maybe I know you really care for this person, but I don't know if you're supposed to work with somebody that might be too attached to you. I don't know if if she should have I don't know about the regulation of this stuff. If she's using her phone to make faulty calls to 911, that's something to consider too, like phone access. I'm not sure. You didn't get far into 6 because you stopped in the beginning when you had to go trick a guy who's trying to kidnap a girl into kidnapping you instead, and then you're chill with him, and he's in your party. So maybe it's good eventually? Okay. So a guy is trying to kidnap a girl, and then he becomes one of your party members. Yeah, I would be like, at that too. You think Final Fantasy VI is the best Final Fantasy, and you have also been trained to kill. You better watch out, Twafo. 6, 9, and tactics are your faves, huh? He wants to abduct somebody. That's a bad vibe, huh? It's a bad precedent to set. It reminds me of a...
What was it you wished to talk about?
Then you should get him to abducting you? Yeah, weird. And then you get to be pals?
Why do you help these people? What is it that you stand to gain?
Oh, Boise.
I'm sorry?
You don't act on behalf of a higher power, nor are you bound by a contract. In spite of this, you help them. Why?
Instantly, everyone's like, yeah, well, whatever that is, do you want to join our party? Maybe he redeems himself later. But it's kind of hard to redeem yourself from being a kidnapper. Unfortunately, everyone from 6 to 86 years old can have access to a cell phone regardless of mental health. Yeah, and I'm sure that's a very difficult thing to navigate, right? Because, I do think folks should be able to access their friends and family and be in close contact with them, but, using it to call 911 and say that, falsify information and say that somebody died when that person is literally just taking the trash out, that's not great, You've not played 6, but you do remember one character that everyone immediately throws into the trash at the first opportunity, and you assume it is this character in question. Hey, maybe we can get somebody to confirm that. Can you get more than 4 party members or something in 6?
And there I thought it was something serious.
Gosh, that happens to me so often when someone's like, can I talk to you about something? And I'm like, oh, and then they're like, why are you nice? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, man.
I help them because I want to. Because it's the right thing to do.
You can't confiscate stuff, and you can't really predict something like that, right? Yeah. There's 14 party members in Final Fantasy VI? That's wild. Well, I guess you can dump that guy, Twafo. That might be great. Just send his ass to the bench. Never talk to him again. Yeah, I think it maybe... I'm just hoping that she might be in a state to receive some information soon. Smees, you can talk to her earnestly and be like, this is the harm that comes from doing something like this, and before you do something like that, I'd really rather you talk to somebody or talk to me or something, Oh man, you're on his ship that he uses to abduct women, and it becomes your base. That sucks. Is that Sid? Whenever I assume that anybody who has a ship is Sid. Locke is a thief, and I love that class, but not the abducting of women, I bet, Smee. It is a weird vibe, yeah. It's not said, whoo, dodged a bullet there.
But what do you stand to gain? You didn't answer the question.
Good feelings mostly. Zero. Edgar, okay.
Didn't I? I followed my
Edgar,
heart.
okay. Yeah.
What I got out of it came after. Was there anything else? If not, let's keep moving.
Right.
Sometimes mortals just act in ways that don't make sense, honestly. They're not prone to transactions. Some are, though.
To act not out of obligation or in pursuit of gain. To simply live.
Some don't survive.
And they survive like this.
Some don't. You want me to hold your hand or carry you or something, Zero? When asked about potential PS1 era Final Fantasy games to get for your phone, you remember there being a lot of like, hell no? Really? For 4 or 6? You're beginning to think it was 6. Interesting. You should see that everyone else you know or have ever spoken to loves 6. Yeah, that's what I've heard as well. They're like, oh yeah, the villain's really cool in 6. You know. You want to talk about 6, but I haven't played it yet. Okay. Edgar also gets a redemption? Interesting. 4 is a good time. You can't imagine somebody saying don't get it for your phone, right? 4, everyone dies. Just kidding. Okay. Oh my god, speaking of things I want to get for the phone, but I'm not going to be playing on the phone. I'm going to be playing on the Switch. This is the second time I've ever mentioned that Roller Coaster Tycoon game on the Switch that I can't wait to play. Honestly, the people who are most into classic Final Fantasies who aren't 7 fans say that 6 is the best one. Okay.
We should get back to it, but before we do, are you alright, Zero? Did I say anything that confused or upset you? No, I'm simply trying to understand your perspective. If you wish to continue, I am ready and able. Well, that's a relief. This isn't the sort of place you want to mull things over. It's not much farther than Tapper's Den. I doubt we'll have much trouble finding an engineer when we arrive, so let's speak to the first one we spot.
Alright, Tapper's Den we go. I say you don't know about best, but it's one of your faves. If you had to pick between 6, 9, and Tactics, Smee, which one would you pick? You end up getting this game that's already free for you. Oh, wait, sorry, it's not this one. But soon you'll be able to play this on your phone, right? They did add... aren't they, like, bringing Final Fantasy XIV to mobile at some point? It's gonna be so nuts. But you got Fantasian, which was advertised on the 14 launcher. Fantasian? What is that? Is that what it is? Was that the thing that they... Is that the 14 you can play on the mobile? SNES era Final Fantasies and Final Fantasy... Oh, and also Final Fantasy III are the ones to play pre-PlayStation. 2 is the black sheep of the franchise unless you dig the Saga games. Okay. You don't think there's such a thing as a bad mainline Final Fantasy game? I think so too. Gotcha. Fantasian is a non-Final Fantasy game that has a bunch of old school Final Fantasy folks in it. Oh, so the music's done by the Nobuo Uematsu? There you go. He's influential. Yeah, he did 7's music. Wait, I know you. We're the one who roughed up the guards. You have incredible teeth, by the way. After you left, your contingent friends came along. A lot of our lives are easier now, thanks to them. They understood our plight and were offered to help. Whether we wanted to stay here or return home, and for that we're grateful. Grateful to you too, Alice. Trips across the lake is hardly pleasant, but you made it all the same to bring us provisions.
Oh, don't mention it. We're just glad to help. That said, we're actually hoping to ask a favor of you today. We need Magitech's snowcraft repaired, the one abandoned in Cerulean Inkens. We told you might be up to the task. Sakaguchi is the main overall creator of Final Fantasy, is the main producer and writer for Fantasian. Interesting. So it's like Final Fantasy. Sorry to say, but calling Nobuo Uematsu the non-Soken music fellow, I think it's a funny way of doing it, Magresta.
I think it's akin to saying, you know, that guy that made the music that wasn't Soken. And folks would still know. I knew. You had 6 for 10 years before you really played any other games, so it was a big part of your identity growing up. For no other reason than it was all available to me. That's like me and Earthbound and SimAnt. It's like ingrained on my persona. However, you didn't get subjectively good, but 9 is better and Tactics is just fun and a good stretch of the brain. So you can't really decide on what's best. Okay, I'll allow it, Smee. It is unintentionally villainous, but also very, very expected. I mean, Alex, how have you played less Final Fantasies than me? That's so wild. I mean, you know, you've probably played more Metroids than me, so. You are a guy who knows Kojima because of Death Stranding. What's a Metal Gear? Oh, okay. You were going to say that 9 is the best. All right, Smee. I appreciate you taking a stand. Ah, so you want to ride the mammoth. That's what we took to calling the crafts on account of their size. As often as I used to go on them rigs, I know a thing or two about their maintenance. I'll see if I can get your mammoth roaring again. It's the least I can do to repay you for your kindness.
Wonderful. Please come with us back to Camp Broken Glass. We'll take it from there. So far, so good, Kriya. Let's be on our way.
It helps to know that you're a classic turn-based RPG hater, and it takes a lot of variation of the base format to interest you. Oh, wow. Not a big fan of the turn-based stuff, huh? It's what I grew up on, so it's something that I enjoy. Oh, yeah, Lost Odyssey, right? Lost Odyssey is hailed as kind of Final Fantasy 13. I heard that game's really good. Am I really gonna walk my ass all the way back? Why not? You can't do 7, huh? But you were looking for some Final Fantasies to play on your phone. I don't know if anyone would have piqued your interest. You know? Given that they're all like turn-based back then. 10 has your favorite combat system in any of the games. 10's combat is pretty good. I enjoyed the way the things slot in. You know, your turn order slots in. You don't play any of the older games, but Uematsu is one of the greatest composers of the modern era. So it's kind of jarring to see that. Well, you know, I feel like it's... maybe on a different day Alex would have remembered. You know. Some days I can't remember the name of a wooden spoon. So, an item that is so ubiquitous. So, I'm like, give me the thing. You're hoping after playing Metaphor v Fantasio you'd be more open to turn-based gaming in general. Okay. At 14 and 16, it seemed like a good starting point playing the Final Fantasies. I can see that. So yeah, Metaphor is turn-based, and I guess Persona is turn-based as well, right? 10 is still your favorite too, Snake. 14 sits right beside it because of the story, but 10 is the most fun to play. Also, like, iconic areas in 10. Iconic, like, design, music, style. Is anything more 2000 than Final Fantasy X? I don't think so. You think favorites and best are deserving of distinction, and you're not sure, you're not like a reviewer or a consumer. You live with games for a long time, so it's hard for you to take a stand when it's just about your experience. Yeah. That's true. And certainly, yeah, it's hard to say, like, this. I don't think anyone can say this one game is the best game of this genre or whatever. I'm like, it's always going to be subjective, right? It's funny how little JRPGs and their associated influence in music and storytelling, those influences have not affected you directly until starting 14. But you can argue it hit early with Paper Mario. Listen, Paper Mario, that's some turn-based combat right there. You can say that Cyberpunk is the best. Well, thank you for that. I mean, it had to happen at some point tonight, right, Twafo? We can cross it. Now you can go, whew, okay, got that out of my system, you know? Welcome back. I presume this is an engineer who can help us with the craft. Also, they don't want to hear it, but the best songs in Final Fantasy XIV are Uematsu's and not Soken's tunes. Is that so? Well, I think So we're hearing some of Uematsu's... Wait, hold on. Did Uematsu also do music for this? I think he did, and then Soken took over, right? Because I was going to say that I've really enjoyed some of the arrangements of Uematsu's original work, but done in the Final Fantasy XIV style. That's right, Paper Mario does have action-based elements like blocks and parries. Yeah, that's true. So it's not just push button and wait for the guys to do the things. You've never owned any consoles other than Nintendo stuff? You played them, but you haven't really owned them. So you think that matters too, yeah. Well, you know, but I still feel like your opinion's valid to me. That's why I asked you for it, you know? It's not that you stay in your lane or anything, it's just that you think you're having a longitudinal study with one publisher, basically, yeah. But I still appreciate your opinion, which is, again, why I asked you for it, you know? I'm interested in what makes people like certain things, so... Uematsu did pre-2.0 and a few post-2.0. I remember that. I feel like I remember, like, at some point after Realm Reborn, folks are like, you ready to get into the soaking business, baby? And I'm like, what's a soaking? What is soaking? Is that... I thought that was a thing that the Mormons did. Soaking, right? And then you guys are like, no, it's soaking. Get into it. And I've enjoyed his tunes ever since. But I forgot that Uematsu did some of the music, yeah. I'll do everything I can to get her up and running again, but I doubt I'll be able to do it quickly. You know who we should have got for this? That guy up in the nerd area, the academia area. Man, that guy. The guy who he looked like a dirty, greasy mechanic. He was great. He fixed an airship. You think that's when your gaming experience, a JRPG can grab you if the combat is quick and snappy. That's why Metaphor Refantasio banged. Standard round of combat is done in like 7 to 10 seconds. And that includes animations. Yeah, that's pretty good. You know, tangentially, I'll say, Alex, one thing I'm surprised I can't turn off in Pokemon Scarlet is the battle animations. Excuse me, I can't turn off the battle animations. So I have to like watch the monster Pokemon roar as we engage in the battle. Then like I have to watch my Serena like drop kick this guy and have a bunch of flowers come out of it and stuff. And then the guy roars and dies and stuff. And it's just like, I just want to train up some monsters so I can complete my Pokedex. You know? Yeah, I don't think you can turn on... I haven't found the option setting. Maybe it's buried in some sort of sub-menu, but I was shocked. I was like, I bet no one speeds from this if you can't turn the battle animations off. You can turn, like, cutscenes off. But there was no separate thing for battle animations. I was shocked. You agree with that for fodder for mob fights? You just want to be in and out and get where you're going. But you like long boss fights, though. Okay. Answers. Here's a main Uematsu track that everybody in this game loves. I'm not sure how to place that song. I can't tell you that I know the name of the song. When does that song usually play? Is it the do 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 do? Oh, I'm singing actually the One Piece do 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 do. I'm singing One Piece, but when they do it sound like. Is Answers the one that they play when it's like, oh, it's the Jesus Jam? Oh no, not the Jesus Jam. You're a little bit boss baby about Final Fantasy V. It's the only Final Fantasy you beat aside from 14, but you think it's pretty good. You're like, ah, this reminds me of 5. I love that. Do you think I'd enjoy an old grindy game like Dragon Quest or Mother 1? I think so. I do enjoy a good grind. As a, oh god, I keep forgetting what that's short for. Ultimate Coils of Burden enjoyer. You enjoy Answers, do you? Fantasia, by the way, does a fun thing where you can gobble up and store up to 30 dudes into a pocket dimension and then fight them all at once? That's fun for a mobile game. So you can just like suck up a bunch of mobs and then deal with them. That's cool. Instead of like, one guy. 2 guys fighting at the same time. That's neat. Alright, this guy's gonna take some time to fix this thing. Look at the way he's sauntering in. This dragon knows he's the business. Abilities are aims like you're the boss in 14. Oh, placing danger squares? That's kind of fun. Oh, wow. It's like simulating being the boss. Is it annoying in Pokemon because it's the current gem and other games? Oh, like, is it annoying in Pokemon to have, like, all the animations play out? It's not something that it's not like a huge pressing thing. You're so hard to care about Pokemon again. You're trying so hard to care about Pokemon again. I totally get it. No, in fact, it's only recently you've been able to turn off battle animations, I think. I feel like that's sort of a later addition. I mean, battle animations even being a thing is a later addition, so... but it does kind of... It adds a little extra to have, like, so-and-so did this, because there's always the text box says so-and-so did this. Then you have the monster going, like, woo-boo-ba-doo-ba-doo, boo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. And then the other monster goes, ugh, I got hit by that, damn. And then it's like, it was super effective, or it was not very effective. Like, all this extra dialogue and stuff, so... You know, it doubles the length of a fight, which may only be 10 or 15 seconds, but if you're trying to grind up levels and stuff, it can be kind of meh. If you're trying to get to a cool new gym, like a 10-minute walk turns into a 30-minute walk, so it adds a little bit. I have to say I'm still an enjoyer. I still enjoy it. I enjoy the grinding still. But I think it might be a bigger downside to other folks. Yeah, Pokemon is very much still the same it used to be, which is like, you're kind of damned if you do or damned if you don't when it comes to Pokemon. Like, if they change the formula entirely, people will be like, no, give us the Pokemon. You know, and then if you do the same, it's like, ugh, boring, same Pokemon, you know? So, that's why I appreciate the side stuff like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It was a good game. Really enjoyed Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Because then you're just a Pokemon, and then you're in a dungeon. You're like walking around square by square. You can throw seeds and rocks and stuff. You're all in on animations during fights like gym battles. Yeah, it feels really cool, right? Funny enough, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is kind of perfect, right? Because then you don't have to do... Like, you're literally just catching Pokemon. And then you get to the actual gym boss, and then you're doing the battle stuff. But then it is sad. It is sad. Yeah. I think I played Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. My brother got that one, and I played that on the Switch many years ago, and I loved it. That was one of the... I never used to play games outside of the show, because I was like, why would I do that? When I should be sharing all my experiences with you all, then it's just like, let's not be precious about this. And so Pokemon Let's Go Eevee was like my first game I was playing outside of Showtime, and I loved it. It was just the level of engagement I needed, where it was fun, silly. That's all I need. In the Let's Go games for the Switch, they're remakes of Red and Blue, but the generic combat encounters are replaced with Pokemon Go catching, yeah. And then if you fought a trainer, if you fought a gymnasium boss, no one calls them that, then it was like an actual fight. So it lets the fights be exciting. And Snake, you think Pokemon's kind of designed itself into a hole over the years? I find it interesting. Like, Arceus is an interesting shift away from things, I think. I've heard good news about Arceus. But yeah, I think folks really want more out of it, and they're disappointed by what they're getting out of it. So I don't know what they can see to make things better. Let me write this story and make it extremely sad and scary. Maybe. You're a huge fan of hacks and Nuzlockes. Yeah, I love those too, because it really adds an extra layer of challenge to it. The actual games, you just used to keep track of the cuties, yeah. Do you have any faves from the recent gens? I'm trying to think of my faves from this one. Did they make a new Pikachu for this one? I can't remember. They always make a new Pikachu, and I'm like, guys, why are you doing this? There's always like some sort of new electrical rat Pokemon. Like, Diden was cute, and then they have like the one that was eating in the previous one that the punk girl had. And it was like half dark, half electric or whatever. Scorbunny was cute. Yeah, that was in the previous one. Then like this one has like an alligator who looks like an apple. A duck who's definitely Donald Duck. Like, for sure, straight up copied Donald Duck. Has his little blue hat and everything. And then a cat that everyone thinks is a weed cat. But like, I'm always interested in the side Pokemon. I wonder if oh, Tinkatun was my fave from this one. My fave new Pokemon. It's just like it's just a little brat, honestly. You like the weed cat? Weed cat was cute. But I'm glad I went with the alligator that looks like an apple. Because he evolves into a big alligator. I like that. The other ones look like people. There's one that's literally just like samba dancing. Like it's doing a little salsa. Like the little duck evolution does a little salsa. And I'm like, girl, that's wild. And then the cat one is a bipedal cat that like is wearing a mask or something. A masquerade mask. Interesting. So I'm less on the people Pokemon side and more on the I should have a big scary alligator. So I'm really glad I got the big scary alligator. You want more weird stuff like Hey You Pikachu? That would be cool, yeah. The one you played, you picked like, oh yeah, the little wet guy for your starter. He turned into like, yeah, he was like, yeah, I remember that. He was like James Bond, the wet guy. Scorbunny also turns into a teen and then like a football player. There was that guy? Who was the grass type in that one? It was Lizard, Scorbunny. What was the grass type in oh, the monkey! That's right, that's right. The only starters you liked were the shield and sword ones, because one was a drummer, and the other was a soccer player. That is kind of British! Punk rock, football, and James Bond! Oh my god. Now, I do feel that the current starters in Scarlet and Violet are Spanish related with like the Masquerade and also the I feel like it's more like, I don't know, Brazilian or something, but they have like the carnival. They have a carnival dancer for the duck, you know. But yeah, there's still cultural touch. I don't know what the alligator's supposed to be. Like my balding alligator. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's a singer of some sort, I think. It's you think it's about capoeira? Because that thing does not do any big kicks. He's not doing any dance fighting. My girl, my balding alligator girl, she gets up and she sings sometimes. And the song kills people. So, I don't know what that is. There's a little something missing. Yeah, I feel like it's there's always a little something missing with the new ones. Like I feel like they take the concept but they're not pushing it too far. However, I really enjoyed the music in this one. And I think Toby Fox really put his whole Fox into it. I think he did a great job. My favorite thing about anything Toby Fox does is always the music. I feel like he really put his foot in this one. He really like laid his mark down. He did a good job with the soundtrack. So I definitely was listening to some songs and being like, this is different. And then after hearing it later and realizing in the scroll that Toby Fox did the music, I was like, that's what it is. It's some Undertale-ass music. That's what it is. The Jin themes are very cool, yeah. And I really enjoyed the last area theme as well. Yeah, Capoeira is Brazilian, that's right. But this is set in, like, I think it's supposed to be Spain is what we're doing in Scarlet and Violet. That's why I was like, Carnival? Is that Spain? Does Spain do a carnival? I don't know. Anyway, Pokemon. Pokemon's still pretty cool. I'm enjoying playing it, so. But now I gotta trade to get Pokemon. I think I've caught everything I could possibly catch that is endemic the word I want to use? Endemic to the game. Everything you can catch in the game, I think I have caught. So, I have to like trade with somebody in the community that is playing Violet. If anyone's actually playing Violet. See, back in the day, my brother would get one and I would get the other one. I know, requiring friends or consoles, I can't believe it. Can't believe this game that was made for trading stuff and this has been a core tenet for the game is making me trade stuff. So mad. Alright, let's get on to this big mammoth. Let's assess it. Let's assess it. And away we walk. Well, they have matters well in hand here, which means we can resume our duties. Would you care to assist us, Kriya? I can help with the dragon stuff. Oh, I am helping here? Okay. Never mind.
What about you, Zero?
She stands nothing to gain here. She stands to gain nothing. God, I'm falling apart.
I'll assist you as well. A payment for answering my question.
How about that?
It's hardly something that demands payment, but we'd be glad for your contribution nonetheless.
Falling apart, gang. Are you feel like you're falling apart right now, Alex? Guess we're talking to Alfie, huh? We get some urchin pasta, melon pie, gyros, or panella tomato salad. Oh, it's a bright tomato salad, lightly tossed in paria oil. Are paria leaves? I feel like that's used in Japanese cuisine a lot. That's what I thought. Yeah, carnival is largely Brazilian in tradition. I mean, I think the concept of the carnival probably has some European origins as well, Spanish origins. So I don't think it's unheard of. But when I think of carnival, I think of the Brazilian carnival, you know. Gyros sound good, right? If I had a gyro waiting for me after the show, that would make me so happy. I do have a cupcake waiting for me, though, so I might eat that. I think it'll keep me up all night. Never mind, I'll have it tomorrow. Let's help out little Alfie.
Mike, thanks for agreeing to help. The Ilsabar contingent brings shipments of food, medicine, and other necessities by airship. We've yet to deliver such shares of supplies to Tertium, and I'd appreciate if one of you could help us with the task today.
I'll do it.
Carnival as a concept is practiced in most countries with a strong Roman Catholic presence, though most heavily in Mediterranean nations. Conscious, that's what I thought. Because in my research of the grotesque, something like 10 years ago, Bakhtin talks about the carnival in one of the texts that he was researching, in one of the guys that he was researching. At that part I forgot. But the carnival is very integral to the discussion of the grotesque because it's the kind of focus on the carnal, the bodily, all the pleasures one can enjoy at the carnival, that kind of thing. Eating, overeating, that kind of thing. Portugal in this case is being included as a Mediterranean nation, even though you're making a geographic crime right now. Well, I appreciate you acknowledging that. We do have some Portuguese fans in this chat. So,
I'll do it.
Well, Kriya, looks like you're with me then. Voids and sightings have been increasing by the day, which is why I had a mind to go and patrol the Eblin Rime. Shall we?
Yeah, I've seen more. Oh, that would make sense with the Portuguese-Brazilian connection. That makes a lot of sense. To the Eblin Rime. Portugal represents, see? You know the Portuguese love a good party and a good holiday, so you wouldn't be surprised if the touchstone was a route there. Yeah, I think so. Good old Petey. I love Petey. She's the most beautiful lady. Look at her go. Here you call it carnaval. Yeah. Instead of carnival. And I believe in Brazil it's carnaval with an L-E at the end. But I cannot attest to that, sadly.
Voids were spotted here not long ago. Considering the proximity to Camp Broken Glass, everyone is understandably concerned, but hopefully not for much longer. You follow this road eastward, and I'll have a look to the north. If you should encounter any void scent, I won't begrudge you for dispatching them without me.
Okie dokie. Time to beat up some void scent. Baby. Oh, hold on. Time to beat up some void scent, baby. I think in the Catholic tradition, Alex, there's a lot of holidays. And I was learning about this the other day. That Saint so-and-so's day often aligns with pagan holidays too, so that when pagans were converting to Christianity, it'd be like, oh, no, you can still celebrate these things, but just know that the man Saint Dennis is in charge of that. Or Saint Michael's in charge of this. So, you can still have your parties though. but just know that we're doing it for this guy instead. And it's just like, sure, we'll celebrate Michael or whatever. But I was learning about the various parties and stuff. I wonder if the Portuguese love for parties, as you say, is tied to some of those like Christian or Catholic roots. They also just have so many saints that days are inevitably going to fall on top of each other, right? Yeah. You survey your surroundings, but you don't spy any errant void scent. Okay, great. Oh, I still have to go over here. There's a holiday for every saint, but there's over 10,000 saints. Exactly. Every day's a holiday. Wasn't the Christmas holiday taken from a pagan holiday as well? Absolutely, and Easter too. Yeah, it's sort of they lined up very well with the Christian lore, I'll say. Yeah, the real Jesus' birthday was in September, but but Christmas was big, and I mean still is. So to celebrate the winter solstice, they're like, oh, this is the big one, right? Let's make this one about the big man, huh? You survey surroundings, but there's no errant void scent. God, I can't believe it. Could there possibly be errant void scent at the stinky one here? That guy sounds so wet. Oh my god, get him out of here. An extremely wet, overgrown rose over there. Oh, exactly. You gotta have something that has like lights and gifts and stuff in the winter. You better, because it's miserable. That was so wet, right? It was nasty. It was nasty. We gotta get away from the wet man. I gotta get away from the wet man. Anything but him. It's the reason why I keep my like Christmas lights up longer. It's just because like it's dark. I mean, I'm starting these lights in November. It's dark as hell. Cold as hell. Yes, I want something to be twinkling in multicolor all the time. Oh no, the Ovibos is there. Gonna have to kill you, Ovibos. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna have to kill you, Ovibos. Not the wet mediocre man. He should stay away. There we go. Where's our government-mandated combat, right? A visitant gnat. Welcome to my country. Time to kill you. Hey, where do y'all like headcanon your little Final Fantasy dudes are from? Where do you think your little kitty cats are from? Do y'all have like stories about that? Do you think it's from like the city they started in, or do you sort of think of them as visitors to that city? I think Creature was raised by a lesbian cat somewhere, but I haven't figured it out. Never kind of thought to build that lore, right? I know some folks have it though. They got it in them to do it. I think that's cool. Get out of here, visitant gnat. Time to fill it in? Yeah. What area do you think aligns best with Luna and Avengale's vibe, you know? Like kind of a rainy city somewhere. The sad broken spires of that one cold place the elves are from that I forget about, that they got that blue man living in. You know him? Estinian was there too. I always forget the name of that place for some freaking reason. Do you think she might be from the place where the trolley was? She's an outsider to the main states. You don't think she fits in with any of the places you can currently visit? No place in Dawn Trail either? None of the Dawn Trail locations? Nicely done, Alice. Easily dispatched. Oh, okay.
All finished, are we? Good.
She's also not secretly an agent. I mean, that would be a fun thing, right? Or originally from the first. You made up a place for yours to be from. It's the same continent, but they were left mostly alone as long as they paid taxes to the Garleans. They're a result of Allegan experiments to bring traits of other races to enhance Allegans. His people are failed because they visibly look like a mix of races. So, When it's a fight fan Daniel, it's like, I'm your fault, my dude. There you go. Yeah, thanks a lot, Alligans. Your regular ass main warrior light man comes from Little Alamigo. There you go. It's a good place to come up, I think, Manny. Where do y'all figure Creature might be from? Where does she strike you? Where could she learn how to eat rocks?
The cold doesn't let up out here, does it?
No, honey.
They've the means to keep everyone warm at Camp Broken Glass and Tertium. But the measures are still only temporary.
She's from Jersey or LA. She gives kind of Jersey vibes with this little scoochy skirt she got. Ancient or from the first are fun trades to pursue for sure, but you're kind of brewing up like a nondescript city goer type that's striking out to get some variety of life. Yeah, I feel like your gal is like searching for the spice of life. Koa's from the South Shroud, and she left at 16 to join the adventures. Gilligridane, yeah, there you go.
Dreading the day the sympathy of others is exhausted. It's no way to live. They need lasting safety and security.
Limsa wouldn't be too bad for a creature to be from. Raised by 2 lesbian cats, you know.
Though things will never
one
be
big cat,
as
one
they
little cat.
once were. If
Some
we
sort
can
of
restore
hovel
a modicum
near the
of
docks.
normalcy to their lives, maybe that will be enough for them to move forward.
Yeah, a little bit of piratiness.
If
That's
we're
where my
to
boots
achieve
come
that,
from.
We have to work harder. I have to work harder.
Oh, girl, you sound so much like me. Don't overdo it. Oh, man. You can't work harder your way out of a diplomatic situation, hun. I know that's exactly how I think, though, that if I did just a little bit more, I could make the world a better place. But there's only so much we can do, okay?
Oh, come now. You think I don't know my own limits?
I think you don't. What a
Still,
wild zoom in that was.
I appreciate your concern.
This is very weird to have Alice say this zoomed in on me. I look like every time I do a full zoom in, I look like
we should be heading back.
I look like I'm about to offer her a red pill or a blue pill. These glasses are infinite comedy. I just love them so much. Yes, that's true. I do not know my own limits, yeah.
I hope
Till I exhaust
and
them.
Zero haven't gotten into any trouble.
Just every time, Snake, every time I see myself up
it
close.
must have been to serve as Xenos' avatar. To not only suffer him, but so much else.
Your character often wears little sunglasses too. Do you get that in the same cutscene, Snake? Where you're just like, just giggling at the glasses. Looks like I'm going to a Grateful Dead concert.
She's a fighter, all right. Like you and me.
Yes, thank God for women in this video game. Getting us through these difficult times, I tell you. Meanwhile, at Tertium. Oh my God, they're handing out food. Love. Cheese and apples. And a bread roll.
Thank you, miss. Thank you.
You don't have any bags. Okay, they do have some bags, thank God. I love the voice on Famished Resident, by the way. Thank you, miss. Thank you. Welcome to the Inner by Bo Burnham. Okay, that was the Anything and Everything and Anything All of the Time song. So Bo Burnham was wearing those glasses back then. Okay. For a while, yeah, until 7.0 when they give us glasses with normal frames. Okay, then you switch to that. Okay, gotcha.
This feels strangely familiar.
Interesting. This isn't the Jesus Jam song, right? This is the other one. This is the Kitty Cat Man song, right?
Excuse me, Alphino.
They use this one all the
My
time.
wife, she's come down with a high fever. Do you think you could take a look at her?
Can I interest you in anything all of the time, a little bit of everything all the time? You know what's funny? That thing exploded. The Bo Burnham, that special that he put out, really exploded. And I didn't get time to listen to it. I didn't actually check that one out. I feel bad because it's so, like, I think critical to the experience of 2020. I didn't tap into that one. This is Medion's theme, you think? Okay. You sure it's not Kitty Cat Man? Do 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 do. Maybe it's Medion's theme.
Give me a moment. Zero.
I feel like I heard this movie in the Crystal Tower, you know. But again, I could be wrong.
Fine by me.
What the hell do I know? I don't listen to music. She better eat all those apples. This is Flo, which is Vanat's theme. Oh, I see.
Thank you again for your help. Zero, was it? I take it you're one of Alphino's comrades?
Love that this girl who used to be Xenos' familiar now has to have a conversation with this fellow. This is going to be good.
Comrade? We've entered into a cooperative pact, if that's what you mean.
So funny. I always love fish out of water.
No, nothing so formal. What I mean is, you must know each other well.
You're friends, right?
Be on good terms, enjoy each other's company, that sort of thing.
She just met him.
Then no, he's not my comrade. I have none.
I will never enjoy anyone's company. Thank you, sir. Wild. That is wild. I'm gonna take... Is this my multivitamin? I'm gonna take my multivitamin with this water so things just came here. What a wild thing to say.
Oh.
Funniest response. Well, anyway.
Did I say something odd?
No, not at all. On the contrary, it makes sense. When Alphino and the contingent first arrived, we rejected them out of hand.
Yeah, I remember that actually. I haven't forgot still.
Whatever they may have claimed, they were the enemy. Savages with their savage ways. To accept their help was to admit defeat. But no matter how poorly we treated them, they didn't turn their backs on us. They stayed and listened.
The one thing this sweater is missing is cozy pockets. I have to say, I would do anything. I'd give anything to just be able to put my hands right here and be in some sort of little pocket. Thematically, this could be seen as us showing Medion the hope that Vanat wished for us to find and develop, which is why it plays a lot when we spoke to Medion. Okay, good point.
That's just the kind of people they are. Makes sense they'd get along with someone like you who tries to push others away.
Literally, like, most of the people in this group didn't want to be my friend until I made them be my friend, you know. Sounds like rogue behavior. True, Alex.
I'm upholding my part of the bargain. There's nothing more to it than that.
Mm-hmm.
If you say so.
It's a good attitude. Ulysses is like, yeah, sure.
I'd nearly forgotten why I came. Are you hungry?
I hope she absorbs the juice out of that thing. Or she absorbs the juice out of some turkey in that club sandwich.
Considering the work you're doing, you're as good as one of us.
I am running low on ether. Very well.
Has she figured out pooping yet? Big cardigan. I used to have big cardigan with big pockets, but like the thing is they can't be the pockets can't be too low because being short, then I have to like slump over to put my hands in my pockets, you know. What's up, Serno? Good to see you. Robe is a fun vibe though. I'm excited to get that robe eventually. Does he have fingernails on his
Azim step style dumplings. Buds, they call them.
Buzz? Azim step style dumplings? Hell yeah. Food from Azim step? Interesting.
Never
Enjoy
had
the
a
buzz.
dumpling. It's like a kind of bread stuffed with a filling. Meat or vegetables usually, that you bake or steam.
Give me that right now, right? That sounds so good. The famous Endwalker patch dumpling. Oh, is this one famous? Were folks like, what the hell is this? It seems like it's got a good amount of texture on it, so I bet they upgraded this one, huh? Was this one like literally a white circle before? Also looks like the last ad break of the night is about to run, folks. Actually, I think I can delay it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna delay this. So y'all don't have to see more ads for this night. Unless we go over and then there's nothing I could do. But I'm gonna turn these ads off for 15 minutes, so there we go. No ad interruptions, hopefully.
We have our own recipes in Garlemald too. My mother likes to make
jam-filled
them.
dumplings. That sounds like a burn your mouth.
Always fought over the jam-filled ones.
They did actually. They took the polygons from Xenos this year and added them to this dumpling. I bet if you scale this thing down, it's the lobe of his ear. And they just like stretched it out all weird, you know. Everyone's memeing about this because the contrast between this dumpling and the polygon grapes. Okay, because it is very textured, but they probably were like, y'all can't even put food in front of these damn people anymore. As they bitch about it. So we gotta make a good looking dumpling. Ugh. You know. I'd hate to be the grape guy and be like,
just think of it as bread, alright?
Okay, the physics on that, I get it. There was a little tear physics on that. That was like Yakuza Like a Dragon 8. Like, bread tearing in the jail cell physics. There was a little, like, bounce. That was nuts. It looks good. Give me that. Watch this. That's so extra.
I should warn you though, they're spicy. Helps them keep longer, I assume. Too much for the children to handle though.
To steam off these buns. Look, at she's standing there waiting for him to eat it because she's like, I don't know about this. This could be a trap. This could be a trick. She's gonna bring all this good food back to the 13th.
Interesting.
I wish she would put her hands over it and like desiccate it. That would be so good. It just crumbles into dust. Ugh. Oh, he is munching through that thing. Damn. That's gonna burn a hole in your skull.
Interesting good or interesting...
It's like half gone. Guarantee you. She's eating her glove.
I don't know much about taste. Not anymore. But I do feel a sensation in my mouth.
There you go.
Is that a bad thing?
Not necessarily.
I require a cold, frosty mug of beer with this.
That's enough for me. I've heard it said that spices are more akin to fire than flavors. Perhaps that makes them easier to understand.
Oh, she never had spices before. This is a big day. This is a big day for her.
Oh, Euless, getting
She had some good foods to start off with. I'm sure everything at Rad's at Han is flavorful as hell. It's just a shame she can't taste it.
I suppose I am.
What was that gesture? She's the TikTok kid who was trying Indian food for the first time. I love that video. It was such a genuine expression of like, oh my god, this is so different and also extremely good. You talk about that guy who was like wearing a tie, right?
A quaint away.
Like, yeah, that one. He's like wearing a button-down shirt and a tie, and he's like looking directly into the camera like, this is the greatest thing.
Everyone is here.
In his car, yes.
Thank you all for your
Exactly the
hard
video you're
work.
talking about. Yeah. Oh, imagine that. You know, I'm sure a lot of people, I mean, most people are going to have an experience like that. It's just some of us are lucky to have it when we're like young. Like, I'm sure at least before high school I was having Indian food and I was like, this is good as hell. You know? So, It's just some folks get it later in life, but then you could still see that childlike joy in it. And the game she plays said, we had started getting teases of the graphic updates in the live letters by this point, so the bun physics were very exciting, I bet. That's cool. Get these to the kids. Share the bun with the kids. Light them on fire. Give Estinian this. He'll probably boil in his armor. Did your arm get hurt? Or are you trying to salute? I'm not sure. Enjoy the pizza, Snake. I don't know if I can... Oh, hold up. Okay. Oh, God, I want to get all this food stuff, but I know it's going to eat a hole in my inventory. Just so you know, my girl eats. She eats all the time. Crystals, food, she's eating all the time. That's why my inventory is like 90% food. I'm sure if I look at my inventory right now, it's like all food. It's a good bit of food, but it's mostly this piety material, whatever. Still got my cookies. I still got some tea. I have that. I'm not eating that. Pizza, a lemon muffin, and some tea, which I believe, I feel like Martin brewed up all this pixie berry tea for me. It was when we were doing our witch gathering. I can't remember who gave us all this tea, but I'm certainly not going to get rid of it, you know. Christine's been living at the palace at Razatan since we got back from Multiple Tool, so he'd be challenging us to eat the spiciest curry with him, I bet. He has an optional line in 6.1 about how he might have been eating too much because he feels heavier. I get it, Estinian, I get it. Pay no mind to the 2-year-old bread in there, right? The junk is probably old monster drops at this point. Kriya eats confirmed, right? Kriya's eating. We are eating. Crunching and munching. Spine drops? Well, this is my opportunity to wrap it up for the evening, I think, folks. Without us having another cutscene happening. And then I have a bunch of stuff on the Chocobo, which I don't look at. Oh, Galaxy Geek, sorry about that. Well, you're still here for the very end of it. Maybe I can ask you how your day is doing. Yay, wasn't it a good week? I have to say, it's been a good week over here. A lot of joy to be had, a lot of joy to be shared, and thank you all so much for sharing your week with me. Let me get a little bit of music going for right now.